Hello everyone and welcome to Laurence Plays, and I'm going to have another look at the Last Starship today because there's been an update. I say there's been an update, it was a few days ago, but it's still pretty fresh, so let's take a look at what we got here. So first thing, we've got this is obviously the main menu of the game, and we've got the list of the recent updates down the side here. So we've got ice comets out there now, so we're going to be able to go out and do some mining, and mining is actually something I've not played with in this game yet, despite my earlier streams and videos and things. So I think it'd be an interesting one to go out and have a look at. The spacesuit pod, I've not really felt the need to use the spacesuits very much so far. Maybe that's because I've been fairly lucky about not getting my ship blown up, but generally the astronauts have been okay once I've got the air available. This XP system is going to be very interesting. Oh, hello, Boom Bonbon, and thank you for subscribing. And yes, you're the first person to test my new system that alerts me when people subscribe and puts a big wavy thing over the top of the stream. So thank you very much for that. Welcome to the stream. Um, Yes, there's an XP system now, so you can gain XP in the 4 different categories as you do stuff, and now, as it says, a lot of the missions now require you to have done at least a bit of that sort of thing before. So that makes a lot of sense, and it should remove the problem that I was having in some of the early missions, where my first cargo delivery mission had a time limit on it, and my first combat mission was far too difficult for the ship I had. So that'll be quite nice to sort of try and help with that. The parallel pipes isn't an issue I ran into myself, but I can see how that could be useful, so that makes sense. Tooltips are also going to be useful. This was something I ran into as well, the star system save persistence, or lack thereof, because in my last stream I did a combat mission. I went off and blew up some enemy ships, but I didn't have any bots to pick up the loot they dropped. So I flew off to get some bots somewhere else, and then when I came back, everything had disappeared. So this will be nice to fix that sort of problem. I don't have Twitter, although Mike has told me a couple of times that I should for marketing purposes and stuff like that. So maybe that'll be something that comes in the not too distant future. You're welcome for the tutorials. I'm glad they're useful. I seem to have a little bit of a following in Germany, which is quite nice. Yeah, I've found the Factorio tutorial or the tutorials have been very popular videos. I'm glad they're doing well. Yeah, so I don't have Twitter, so I won't be doing that. Playtest sector limit, that'd be nice. I'll be able to fly a bit further before a game end will be enforced on me, which is quite nice. And I think I saw somewhere in the patch notes that they've also slowed down how quickly the void thing expands. So that'll be very nice to have, because basically it means the game will last a bit longer. So let's get started. I remember from last time that if you start with the Praxis, you get quite a small ship, and you get quite a lot of the stuff that you already need that you need in order to build your ship, including crew, provided for you free of charge. But you don't get a huge amount of money. Sleep, if you play with any of the other ones, you get quite a lot more money, but you have to buy absolutely everything yourself. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the sleek because it's the better looking of the new ones, and we'll deal with having to buy all the stuff that goes into the ship. So let's pause that first, and let's go into trade and see what we need. So I'm definitely going to need a reactor. I've got a million space bucks, so that's pretty good. Now I'm going to be using mining lasers, and from what I've heard, because I'm going to do a mining run this time because I haven't done that yet. I think I said that earlier. So I believe mining lasers are quite power hungry. So I'm going to buy both of the reactors, and I think a battery is a good thing to have. Definitely going to need a loader for keeping everything fueled. Need an air duct to keep people alive. Might as well have two engines because of the size of the ship. I'm just going to go through and buy everything I want to, and then realize I've run out of money and go back and deal with that. So thrusters, I mean, let's they're less vital on a mining ship than they would be on a combat ship, I think, because you can do a bit of maneuvering with the engines. But let's have a couple of those anyway and put them on the front of it. Spacesuit pod I don't care about. FTL drive I will definitely need. Gatling guns I'm going to need both of those to defend me because it seems mining areas, from what I've seen, always tend to have a lot of asteroids blipping around in them. So having some Gatling guns to defend the ship against those is going to be very, very useful. But I won't need rail guns or cannon because I'm hoping to avoid all kinds of enemy entanglements. I want all of the mining lasers. I don't care about doors. I'd like a smelter because I think that'll allow me to sell what I mine for more money, which is the whole point of a mining ship. Um, let's see if I've got enough for sewage pipe, waste treatment, water purifier. I don't need an oxygen maker because that turns water into oxygen. Oh yes, this is another new thing. Those tooltips on the right are new since the in the new version, so that's going to be rather nice to have. It I think the way where you start off is I want to think it's about as cheap as stuff gets, but I could be wrong about that. I don't really know. So I think I'm just going to try buying everything and then see when I run out of money and how that goes. So I'm definitely going to want an air reprocessor. I do need a ladder. Hyperspace sensors. I'm going to need a couple of those in order to do the mission that I believe gets you a lot of money. And then now we get onto the really expensive stuff. I'm going to need a lot of fuel. Not a huge amount of oxygen because I intend to recirculate it. I'm going to need a lot of FTL charges. A lot of bullets, all three of them, in fact. A bit of water, lots of food, because I don't think there's any way to make food yet. But food is cheap, so that's not too much of a problem. Deuterium I don't need. Spacesuits, I'm going to need. Yeah, I'm going to need a couple of those for the first couple of crew, and I'm going to need the logistics drones. But I don't have a drone bay yet, I don't think, which is a problem. So I'm going to have to go somewhere else in order to get the drone bay before I can get any of the extra stuff I need. However, I think that's probably fairly good. So while you might be right, Nosferatu, that I might be able to get the stuff cheaper somewhere else, I'm going to try this anyway and just see how we go from here. Oh, I do have some crew already. Oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have bought the extra ones I've just bought. Um, oh well. Right, so all the stuff's getting brought in. The crew are gradually unloading it away from the docking ports. That's good. Okay, maybe you might be right. Maybe I should have gone. So let's have a look at the sector map. Yeah, I could have flown over. Okay, let's go here next and see what's left. And if the prices are enormously better, then I should say oops and sorry and learn for the future. You live and learn, don't you? I mean, it's my first go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Right, let's get some of the stuff programmed in for construction. Let's just try and go reasonably quickly with this because you don't want to be waiting forever for everything to happen. So I'm going to need my engines on the back, as is traditional, because I don't want this to be a particularly weird ship. Let's put them as far out as possible so we get the maximum moments if we want to use them to turn the ship, which we are going to because I've only got a couple of thrusters. The thrusters go at the front. Can I put them here? I can put them here. Nice. I I don't know how many crew I am going to want to have. They're going to add extra load onto my ship for quite a lot of stuff like how much fuel, food, and oxygen and so on I get through. So, but yeah, I guess maybe I'll probably need them for carrying stuff around and loading the drone bays and stuff like that, won't I? So. Okay, so sewage pipe. They put in the note there that it has to go under the habitation deck. So, well, I'm going to put the habitation deck over here, which is why we've got that there. The waste treatment machine takes the sewage in. Let's just put it there, nice and close. Reactors, let's put these at the back of the ship because then everything that uses fuel can be together. And I'm going to put the reactors at the bottom because I'm planning to put mining lasers along the another sort of stuff like that along the top. True, hauling is a big job. You're not wrong. Maybe this is a mistake. Mining lasers up here. I didn't buy enough loaders because I'm going to need one for fuel and one for air and one for water and stuff like that. Hyperspace sensors can go opposite the what do you call it? Opposite the mining drills because they do the opposite thing. Gatling guns, I think I'm going to want to have them facing both ways so we can provide maximum protection. To be honest, I'd like to have more than 2 of these, but that's what was available. So you know, you get what you make do with what you've got. Put that can go in there. Smelter, the water purifier. That's the other part of this. So wastewater comes out of there, goes into that one, and then we can get water out the end. And I need a couple of tanks, but I didn't see any. I'm not sure whether you're right or not. We'll see. We'll see whether they can place those inside the walls or not. I guess when things start to happen. Battery can go in over here. Air duct. This is all sort of infrastructure stuff. So let's keep all this around over here. Air duct goes there. Air reprocessor goes there. That's one that turns CO2 into oxygen. But I don't have a way to turn the way to get the CO2 out of the air yet. I don't have a CO2 scrubber because I didn't have one. Oh, I didn't know meteor strikes always came from one direction. Right, maybe I should move this one over here then. Put that there, and put that one. Let's put that one right next to it, so it'll make it a bit easier for the crew to load them. So put those there like that. Okay, that gives the crew plenty to get on with. The smelter can wait for now because I'm going to need to put in the bot launching facilities over here. I don't know. A bit of backseating is probably quite useful, especially if you know things that I don't. And and you can make the most of that because that's hopefully not going to happen during Factorio. Storage, that's the other thing I need. So bullets, that's the one I was looking for. Bullets can go down here by the Gatling gun. Mining lasers, that doesn't matter. That doesn't need anything. Thrusters don't need anything. Water, we'll put water. What water we have over here. Wastewater, we're not going to have any wastewater. Oxygen, we'll have to go over here. I need another loader. Let's order that. Trade. Bring me another loader. Loader. There it is. What else have I got? Oh yes, back to here. So fuel obviously all goes in down here because it's nice and close to this area. Oxygen I've done. Energy stuff. FTL charges go in, I guess, here. So this should probably go down here really. Like that. Bullet for water, food needs to go somewhere sensible. I've got water over here, so let's put. No, I haven't. I've got water over here. Let's keep the food and the water together. I don't think the crew actually go to the food in order to use it. Is that enough for the food? I think I bought quite a lot of food. Let's make that a bit bigger. Sewage, wastewater, compost, CO2, deuterium, scrap metal. None of this is coming in yet. I'll add more of these in once we have the actual ore and we're ready to do stuff with it. Logistics drones can go up here because this is where I'm going to have the logistics bay. Right, okay, that's that. Now I need the cables and the pipes. So cable. In fact, let's do pipes first because that tells the crew what the loaders are for. So this list loader is for fuel, so that goes to there and to there, and also over here like that. I'm going to have to bring it round the outside of the oxygen, but that's fine. Do that with that one. Oxygen links through like that. CO2 will eventually go in to the north of that, as I was saying earlier. Over here, we've got the water, so sewage comes out of here, goes straight into there. Wastewater comes out of there, goes straight into there. I think that's all the pipes I need. Now, cables. Everything needs cables. I'm quite relieved, I think, that cables are free because it would cost me an absolute fortune to be doing this if they weren't. Right, so let's miss these two, but that's fine because they're just going to be linked into the battery that goes past. Have one cable going across there and up there. Oh, yep, I've got those. Ladders don't need cables, that would be silly. We need a cable come across here, down here, across here, and I suppose up like that. Might as well keep it reasonably short. FTL drive also needs power. Got a battery in there. The battery is charging. Nice. Okay, I think that might be all the construction I need to do, apart from the oxygen, which we need to feed into here before everything will start working, and and we get the CO2 scrubber that we're going to need fairly soon. What is that? It doesn't tell me. So we've got little pop-ups for some things, but oh, this is food, isn't it? I remember. I don't know what that is. That might be ammunition. Let's put, yeah. Let's have a look at that. Let's tactical then. So we have the oh, we actually don't have any weapons yet because they've not been. Oh, they've been fitted. Turn construction view off. They're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's because they're not loaded. But I don't seem to have any. Oh, I don't know why that one's red. Maybe it hasn't had any ammunition put in it. But yeah, so that's a pretty good arc, pretty good arcs of fire off to the starboard side of the ship. I'll just have to hope you're right and try and point the starboard side towards anything interesting that's coming in my way. Fingers crossed. Okay, how are we getting on? Okay, there's the FTL drive being built now. We've got a ship docked here. Why are you still docked? You still? Oh, we are waiting for the crew to move stuff out of the way so you can unload because I bought a lot of food. Let's speed this up a little bit. Don't really want to wait for that to just happen. Apparently I have not powered the air duct. Cables. I mean, it's not wrong. I hadn't. There we go. Has the other loader arrived yet? Look, yes, it has. Excellent. So I can put that in there and hook it up to there, like that. There we go. And now we'll get some oxygen out into the ship. I will be removing that later once I get the CO2 scrubber in because it seems to be, as I think I found from my previous run, it seems to be pretty much closed loop, as in you get just as much oxygen out as you put in, so you don't need to continue buying extra oxygen. We shall find out whether that's true. It feels like it shouldn't be because you've got all these extra ways of making it and getting it, but for now I think it's probably okay. Oh, I should look at contracts while I'm here. So I've done this. I've accepted this one apparently. The Nomad is the one for. Oh, that's the one for making a ship self-sufficient. Evacuation. I can't do that either. Analyze. We want to do this. So yes, I want to accept that one. Oh, we'll get another two. Oh, I get two more of these sensors brought in for free. Okay. I thought you didn't because it didn't happen previously, but maybe that's been fixed, or maybe I was just wrong. Who knows? All these things are possible. Okay, so the first shuttle has gone. The loader somehow got well unloaded onto the ship. We've got another two. We've got the extra sensors here, the free sensors. Oh, there's okay. There are a couple of guys being stupid with the mining lasers because I put them too close together. So let's pause that. Go over here, and yeah, just rip up all of this stuff. So dismantle that. That. Oh, I'm still on pipes. I thought I clicked dismantle. Fail. So dismantle that and that and that. And now I want to put in the mining lasers in the corner, and then there. Oh, I'll wait for the guys to come in and do that. Because then I can put this one here, and I can put this one here, and I'll need a little bit more cable. There we go. Right, are they going to be a bit less stupid? No, that one's still. Oh, for goodness sake! Dismantle that one, and cancel that one, and cancel that one, because they apparently can't be right up against the wall either. They just have to have free space all around them. This is annoying. It's mostly annoying. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was just that was the rule. It's the fact that it's the fact that it lets you place them down there in planning mode, and then the guys will just sort of kick the boxes around like this. In fact, he's doing it again. What are you doing? Any bright ideas? Because this is really annoying. Let's try it again from scratch. Put it there. Nope, he's just sort of nudging the box around with his feet. Stop that. All right, put it up here instead then. Are you going to do that? Okay, that one you're happy to do. So, yeah, why is that? What is with that bug? I mean, oh, that's a possibility. All right, let's cancel that and try putting the mining laser in over here. See what happens. Nope, it's just kicked the box around time again. I don't see what's wrong with that placement. It's not. There's nothing else. There's nothing around it. It's just, as far as I can tell, it just seems to be glitchy. So, oh well. Fortunately, there's a decent amount of space along the side of the ship. But I do need to run some extra cable for this. There we go. Right. Okay, so we should have some air coming in, because we've got that blower going over there. Yes, atmosphere is nearly good, so we should have all these guys taking their clothes off in a minute. So that's what we look for in this sort of game, apparently. Let's put in a couple of extra hyperspace scanner jobbies because I've got them now. It was a mistake to get them, but since I've got them, I feel like I might as well use them, and then we can hopefully do the scanning mission a little bit more quickly and then move on to whatever comes next. Now this one is fussy about where it goes. So the thrusters can go through a too thick wall. So can I think weapons can as well, although I haven't tested that here. But hyperspace scanners seem to be restricted to a one block thick wall. So that's something worth knowing, worth remembering, worth keeping an eye on later. Yeah, keep an eye on that one. Let's turn the atmosphere overlay off because it looks ridiculous. There we go. Okay, so I think that's everything done. We haven't quite got the breathable atmosphere yet, but basically we've done everything we want to there. Oh, we should look in contracts again. So we've got that one. Evacuation, those ones I'm not doing. There aren't any extra ones here because I'm still in the starting place. That's fine. In that case, let's go. Let's go to this colony over here and try and get more ammunition, more... Oh, I need to hook up that hyperspace sensor. Cable. 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 There we go. Everything happy? Yep, everything's happy. So I need a couple of small tanks, one for fuel and one for three small tanks, one for fuel, one for oxygen, one for water, because I haven't got those yet. But hopefully I'll be able to pick them up in the next sector. Did I select it? I did select it. Good. So let's go FTL. Prepare for jump. Boost, 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 boost. All right. So yes, I need the CO2 scrubber. I need three small tanks. I would like a lot of ammunition. I would like this to work. Why is this not working? Oh, it's a fueling problem, probably. Yeah, I've got this loader in a stupid place, so it's a pain to load. And I haven't got a tank for fuel either, so that's another... Yeah, so tank for fuel, tank for oxygen, tank for water. I think those are the three I need, and that should make all this better. Right. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that not everyone who wants to play is able to play yet, but you know, it is very early access, and it's only sort of ready for play. So I mean, I can understand why they don't want to. Of these automatically automatics, yes, they have. Good. A third of a data per second. Well, good. So I'm getting 24, 25, 26, 27. Was there a thing that said how much data I needed? Capture 10 data. Oh, 100. When I get to 100, I get a bonus. Okay, cool. Right. Let's see. What have we got? What have we got here? Let's slow the game down for start first. The trade. I've got 2 reactors. I'm hoping that's enough. Small tanks. There we go. So I need 3 of those. I don't need another CO2 scrubber. That's what I wanted. So here we're getting minus 61% on the costs. So I think this is probably, yes, you're probably quite right, Nosferatu, that this is this place seems to be quite a bit cheaper. So yep, you were quite right. I should have come here as soon as I could with absolute minimums of everything. In fact, that means Gatling guns are only 11,000. I could get a third one. Let's get a third Gatling gun because the Gatling guns are fun. Railgun and then ammunition, bullets. Here we go. 15 here. I'm gonna want a lot of that. So I'm gonna get basically all of it. In fact, I'm gonna get actually all of it. I've not used all that much of my cash. This is going well. I think I've got enough food for now. Fuel I always rip through at a silly rate, so I'm going to buy more of that here, especially even though it's plus 160%. Ooh. Maybe I'm not going to buy quite that much of it. Like, what? Oh, that's 2. Yeah, that'll okay. I'll have that much. The rest of it, I think I'm okay for. So we'll grab all of that. Now the next thing is to go off to that asteroid field in this that's visible in this not in this sector, but visible in this. What's the term? Oh, it is sector. Yes, not in this star system, but in this sector. And I can go off, do some try mining. Oh, and I need a drone. Oh no, I needed the drone port as well. Drone bay, that thing. And that costs 38 grand, and I don't have enough. Ah. So what do I have that I perhaps don't need just yet? I want to keep the smelter because that's going to be very useful. I think I'm going to have to sell some fuel. Oh, I'm going to sell all my... Oh, I can't sell all that much fuel. How much ammunition did I buy? That hasn't arrived yet. Okay, we'll close this for a moment. We'll unload the stuff, and then I guess I'll have to sell some of it, and hopefully I'll get the same price for selling as I did for buying, because that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I absolutely need the drone bay, and I completely forgot about that when I was going in and doing my shopping zings. So, oops. Let's let that drop everything off, and then we'll do that. That was a bit of a misstep. Should have thought that one through a bit better. But I do have a decent quantity of fuel and a decent quantity of ammunition now. So let's see what I can get. So I need the drone bay because oh, I've got a drone bay. Oh no, I haven't. This is still there, still from before. Okay, so I need to produce 6,000 space bucks from somewhere in order to buy well 5,500 space bucks. So I could just sell one fuel actually. That will do. Let's do that. Okay, I'm now basically skint, but I've got everything I need to get started and get going. So there's my drone bay. Let's do a little bit of construction. What have we got now? We've got okay, so we've got the small tanks. We want one of them over here for oxygen. In fact, we want to. I'll put it there. That's fine. But I want to dismantle this pump. Oh no, and I want to put in this CO2 scrubber up here. I will want to dismantle that loader at some point, but I don't need to just yet. I think it's probably good to have a little bit of it available. I want to put in a tank here, and I want to move that. I want to dismantle this loader because it's in a stupid place. So I'll put this loader up here so it's easier for the crew to get to it. Oh yeah, you're right. That is small tank. That one is on the fuel line. Okay, get rid of that. Put the first small tank. I guess I'll put it up here and make the most of the new what do we call it for running pipes parallel to each other without them merging. So that's that one. Oh, and water was the other thing I need a tank for, wasn't it? So I'll put that over here. Come on, Laurence, press the button the right number of times. There, put that there. Okay, smelter I'm hanging on to the drone bay. Drone bay is going up here. So it's a one thick. So we'll dismantle that for now. So that's going to get done, and we put the drone bay in up there. And the other Gatling gun, I suppose, needs to go along here. So let's move another one of these hyperspace sensors. I'm going to struggle to find anywhere to put those, I think. Oh, there's some space up here and down here. They can get they can go down here. That's fine. Because I want to have all the Gatling guns close together so they can all just feed straight off this same ammunition patch. Okay, let's speed that back up again and get people doing things. That's hyperspace sensor pulled out. So now I want to install the drone bay up here like that, and a cable for it. Still doing the other dismantly movie stuff around. So take out that one, and now let's see. This may or may not work, but I want to put the Gatling gun there. We'll see if the guy if they just engage in a little bit of box kicking, or whether they'll actually behave themselves and put it in like they're supposed to. And again, let's play with the game a little bit and see what causes it to whinge. See if that's any better. Okay. I need to run some pipes and some more cables up here. So we need power for that one. We need a pipe like that, and then it's fairly soon. We'll let this fill up a little bit, and then we'll. Oh no, we'll just run out of power. That's interesting. Oh, because I took the loader out for the fuel line. Install loader. Yes. There is a good place, I think. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a moment. Then what else? Oh, it's over here. We've got the small tank installed now, so we can fit the water pipe that goes from here to here. Fill that one up. Fuel tank is in place. Yes, and the oxygen tank is in place and all hooked up. Right. Let's let people run around a bit and just get things put in. And while they're doing that, oh, they did actually do the cables properly. Well done there. Very impressed. Slightly patronising, but very impressed. That already seems to have power. Okay. Right, I think all is now well with the world. So we're filling up this fuel tank. The battery is full. The reactors are running happily. The guns are all in place. The hyperspace sensors are all in place. The drone bay is fully, well, is at least partly loaded. The lasers are there. So I think they're not both on the fuel line now, are they? Because see if we flick over to construction view again. That small tank, no, the connecting point of the fuel tank is the oxygen tank is there, whereas the connecting point of this tank is there. So this pipe doesn't connect to this tank even though it passes through it because you only connect to the dot on the fuel tank. So that's all right. Oh, I need to dismantle this as well before this tank fills up too much. Why have we not got any? Oh, wait. Cancel that. Why do we not have any? Where's my atmosphere? I bought some oxygen, didn't I? And it's been leached out in. Maybe I didn't buy enough oxygen to fill the ship up, and that's why all my guys are still in their spacesuits and down to 61%. Let's buy another couple of oxygens just in case of emergencies, which I can't afford. Great. Sell a fuel and buy an oxygen. I'm going to have to buy a lot of. Oh, maybe I. No, maybe I didn't. But still, I've got. Oh, I do have some CO2. Yeah, all right. Let's get some more oxygen in anyway, because I'd like this tank to be about half full just from nothing. You maybe. Yeah, you're quite right. I didn't connect that up. Well spotted. Oh, that's nice. There are You get these little empty icons on them if they're not connected to things. That's pretty cool. So that should now be able to. That should now unblock. Yes, there we go. It's unblocking. So we're now. Are we releasing oxygen into the ship? I don't know. But we've got a couple of extra bottles. We've got an extra bottle of it now, which I hope is going to be enough. So there we go. Tank is now partially full. 2, 3. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to drain this bottle into there, and then we're going to. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely good. That's going to be good. Okay, so now I can dismantle that just for tidiness sake and for ease of moving around and refueling. We're dumping fuel into this fuel tank as quickly as possible out of these tanks. Right, let's go. Let's go off and that's already. Is that tank full? No, it can't be. It can't be because there's nothing pumping it out into there. But I think it should gradually not fill up. No, it won't gradually fill up, but it should just stay at about empty, which is good enough for now. So back to the sector map. Let's go here. It's not hostile, but there is probably mining here because there's. Oh no, wait. Before I do that, I should look to see if there's any mining contracts because that would be quite a nice way of probably gaining extra money from it. So this is an easy extract critical or asteroid resource. So I need mining. Yes, good. 2 demand for FTL fuel cells. That makes sense. Need tilium ore. So go to system 5. Extract 60 tilium ore. Drop it off at a trading post. Right. Okay, that sounds good. And that'll get me 120 grand. So that's pretty nice. Let's get that one. I don't want to neutralize a pirate gang because I don't have any guns at all. It's interesting that it's offering that one to me because I don't have an armed combat vessel. Oh, yes, I do. I suppose I've got the Gatling gun, so yeah. I suppose those. Technically, I am an armed combat vessel, but I don't think it really counts. What's this one? Same again. Go to system 7 and extract ore. Fine. Mining lasers 220. Right, that sounds like a good one to take as well. So we'll go out. We'll get as much as we can for both of those and see how things go. So deliver cargo to another sector. Is this a? I could just have this all brought in. That'll get me 37 grand. So I think I might as well. There's no reason not to do that. Just get the load of stuff in. This one's even more valuable. Again, system 5, bit more ore. Yeah, why not? Let's just take all of these, and what's the worst that could happen? And then we've got another. This is no time limits, so let's accept that. Okay, so this is going to fill my ship up quite a lot with ore up here. So let's put in some storage places. So we've got the cargo one here. So I think cargo absolutely anything. Yes, any cargo can go in here. So all the stuff I'm transporting. In fact, let's put cargo down here because it's a bit nearer to the entrance and get rid of all of this. Let's put tilium ore. Let's put that down here actually because we're going to be dropping that off as part of a mission as well. So again, in order to, in fact, clear all that. In order to unload it as quickly as possible, we'll keep that down here. And that'll do for now. We'll hook up the smelter later after we've done these missions if we have any leftover tilium. Right, so I need to go to systems 5 and 7 in order to get this done. So which is the one I picked? Gone to here. Oh, they're both. There's two in this one and one down here. Oh, and one delivery over here. Okay, well we'll do the asteroid mining, and then we'll go here because that'll hopefully let me do the drop off. I'm not sure if it will because it's not a colony, but it is a shipyard. So we'll try that. And then or maybe we'll go from here straight over to here and then back again. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, as long as I get the delivery done at some point. Okay, so FTL. Oh, I'm still waiting for a mission to arrive. All right, let's speed up and get that done. In fact, oh, while we're doing that, actually, we can prepare to jump, can't we? Because this is just turning and pointing the ship in the right direction. It's not actually going anywhere. All right, let's unload all of these boxes into the storage area. Yeah, I'm still not happy with their pathfinding when it comes to walking round, with the way they walk round the very edges of empty storage areas. That's quite annoying. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and then put in a little bit more Tilium ore down the side of there. So they'll at least walk up and down the middle of this rather than going all the way around the outside like a trailer park girl. Apologies to Al for stealing that line from him. That's amazing. It just fits. Okay, that means we can now FTL, we can jump. And there we go. And this should be now really productive because we're going to have the sensors out. No, those are Gatling guns. We're going to have the sensors out getting, well, they're getting more data now. They're getting twice as much per second. So that's good. And it's a longer jump as well, so we're going to get a lot more data for that. 50, 55, 60. And I think the first bonus was at 100 for that. I could add separate mission storage, but I think this is basically my mission cargo storage area, so I'm okay with that. I don't expect to be doing a lot of FedEx missions. Oh, still only 88, so I'm not quite there with the with that mission. Okay, so here is a mining area. Here are some areas that are good for mining. So let's head over this way. How do I? I've forgotten how to fly a spaceship. This way. Come this way. Turn. There we go. Yeah, no meteor showers. You're quite right. It does seem to actually be safe. I'm not going to need to very, very carefully position the ship. Excellent. Okay, so we've got lots of valuable resources on these In fact, let's just go this far. On these asteroids over here, there's a little bit more way off down here. I'll try and work out what that is once I've got my lasers up and mining. But most of the other asteroids appear to be dull, boring, meaningless rocks that don't have any useful resources in them. So we can basically ignore those. Here is the rock. Doesn't look like there's a huge amount there, but there is some. So I'll do this one first, then I'll fly over here, do these ones, but just do it in a sensible order. Why am I playing single speed? There we go. Presumably, oh, that's interesting. It automatically throttles down to stop where you've told it to go. Excellent. Right, out of tactical out of tactical mode. Orders. I want the gather reagents, I suppose, and do everything. And weapons hot just in case. Right, so we're now doing the thing. In fact, let's get a little bit closer. Is there are there buttons to control the throttle? I'm not sure. Let's get in a little bit closer so the bots don't have to fly quite as far, because that is clearly the bottleneck of this whole mining operation, is the amount of time it takes for the bots to fly around the universe. Right, okay, so that's it. That's the lot. Let's go over this way now. Do a bit more mining. If I can get over here, like this, and then park next to these two rocks, that'll be a good way of doing it. Okay, we're apparently mining that asteroid up there first, but I think that's just because it's what's in sight of the guns. Unless this is all loose stuff. I don't know. Let's stop here and have a look at the normal view. No, this is still attached to the asteroids. Okay, can I adjust where my guns are firing then? Can I tell you? Oh, that'll be from tactical probably. Can I? Yeah, fire at these ones, mate. And you this 102. Holy moly. Do that one. Where's my ship turning? Oh, I right clicked. Oh no, I clicked by mistake. User interface difficulties. or possibly noobing difficulties. Uh, oh, I see. Yeah, auto. If I'm telling them which patches to shoot at, then they're not on auto. I mean that makes sense really. If we're being honest, doesn't it? That's the what this obviously means. Okay, I don't have very many bots, which is a oh we've run out of power because yes because the the weapons are using a lot of enormous quantities of power. We're producing 200 megawatt. Oh, it's all going on. Logistics is logistics the bots then? Oh, maybe logistics is the mining lasers in that case. Does make a certain sense. Choo. Okay, well, I mean, I might as well just leave it running because I can't make it faster or slower. Oh yes, you're right. You're quite right. There are controls for moving by thruster. There we go. They're a little bit pathetic though, judging by how much I'm moving or not moving from doing this. Maybe I need to be on the tactical view. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about this because this is basically okay. If we speed things up to like 10 times, then the bots are going out. They're collecting all the stuff we need. 98, no, no. So I need 60, 200, 300. I need 310 tillium. I don't know whether there's actually going to. Oh, okay. Oh, so I can't use the thrusters if I've got speed sped up, time sped up. Let's try that then. Oh yeah, that is working. That's moving me gradually in towards the rocks. Now, what's a little bit sus about this is that I'm moving directly sideways despite firing one thruster at the side of the ship. At least I think I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's rotating slightly. I can't really tell. Anyway, that's got me a little bit closer. Yeah, but I expect them to do something. It turns out it's because I was on fast forward mode that it wasn't working. So I'm kind of okay with that now that I know the reason why. But the thrusters were animating, which is a little bit odd. Okay, so I'm halfway to the amount of yeah, exactly halfway to the amount of tillium I need. That's quite nice. And there's still some here. We've got a load scattered around on the floor. There's 20 available there, and there's lots scattered around on the floor. I say on the floor, you know what I mean, up here. So put lasers back on auto. I mean, it's going to rip through all of my battery power very, very quickly again, but you know that's what the power's for. I need a certain amount of power in order to do the mission, and so I might as well just. There's no reason to try and carefully. There's no reason to take precise care of exactly how much power I'm using. Okay, right, tactical. Let's move over here a little bit now, so the bots don't have to fly quite as far. Okay, so right-clicking seems to be autopilot to this point, and it'll control the throttle for you and control the flying. Or if you left-click, I think that just sets a direction you're heading in. I'm not sure. But this does seem to be, yeah, it's brought the throttle up and it's bringing it automatically back down again, which is that's rather nice actually. Makes the control a little bit easier. Because when you're just manoeuvring a mining vessel around like this, you don't really care about having full control over the ship. If you can just say go here, then that's going to be more than good enough. Okay, so now there's another patch to get gathered from here. 241. At this rate, I'm going to have gathered enough tillium from just from this sector to complete the mission, to complete all of the missions. That's all. I think. Oh no, I'm on sped up mode. That's why I can't move the ship. There we go. So oh yeah, if I fire them both, then I can slowly cruise forward, which is, I mean, that's realistic. Firing them both at an angle like that would, I expect, make the ship go forward. Yeah, they've said a few times in the videos that they being Introversion, the devs, they've said that the game is certainly to an extent inspired by Battlestar Galactica. So yes, that makes a lot of sense. I've never actually. I'm trying to remember. I think I might have watched one episode of the TV show, and I'm not very good with TV shows. I tend to think, yes, I'd like to watch that. I'll maybe watch a couple of episodes, and I'll get distracted by, I don't know, gaming or videos or YouTube or whatever, and just not get round to watching as much more of it as I mean to. So yeah, not very good at TV series. That's basically it. There's one new contract here, which is interesting. apparently. No, maybe there isn't. Maybe that's just one I hadn't looked at properly or something, because this seems to be one I've already got. I wasn't really expecting there to be any additional missions available here, because there's no colony or shipyard or anything to provide them. So I was surprised, but prepared to believe. But no, that makes more sense like that. Okay, so that is all of the Tillium harvested from here. There is... How much is there over here? I mean, it's kind of worth knowing. 45 or 40, 44 and another 8. I think it's probably worth going for. Let's come over here, and my mining systems are all on the port side of the ship, so if I fly to here, then it should be right. Open contracts, click at the... If you open contracts and click at the top of the scroll bar, there isn't a scroll bar. Oh, this is a scroll bar. Oh, right. Sorry, yes, you're quite right. Oh, it's the evacuation one that's available. So, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yes. Yeah, there was so there's obviously there's a bug for me to report from this game. Yeah, there's obviously so much. There were so many missions in the previous one, and I'd scrolled to the bottom that it didn't put me back at the top of the menu. Was it home to enter on the ship? Yes, it is. That's a very much appreciated new feature. Ooh, I'm running quite low on fuel. I think I'm going to abort this flight, because this is going to take all of my fuel. So actually, let's turn that off. I need to make sure I've got enough fuel to do the FTL jump. So forget that. I think I'm going to have to just go straight to here to do all the unloading and delivery, and then go over here for that next bit. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of fuel, basically. Okay, FTL, prepare to jump. Because I'll feel very, very silly if I get stranded out here because I have no fuel left, and I am down to... Oh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought, because there's 6,000 in here. Alright, let's go back to plan A, because I have an inability to think ahead properly. Go over here. Inability to remember things, sorry, is what I actually mean. So yes, I'm nothing like as short of fuel as I thought, because whilst I do, granted, I do only have a bottle, less than a bottle left in out here, I've got another 6,000 in here, which is like loads. That's six more bottles of fuel, so that should be absolutely fine, I think. Okay, good. Nerves over. we can fly over. We can do the we can gather all this tillium, whatever it's called, tillium, not tellurium, and then everything should be all right. Okay, good. I think so. Yes, I believe, and I may be wrong here and going to be going to regret this, but I believe you can buy stuff at shipyards as well as at colonies. There may be differences in what you can buy. It might be that shipyards tend to have ship parts and ship stuff, but they don't have people-related stuff. Maybe they won't have any FedExy type missions. Although that said, my delivery mission is at this shipyard, so I don't know. I believe you can. If not, I'm going to feel a little bit silly and may have to retweet what I do in the stream tonight, and I start again and kick myself a few times. So this is quite a big asteroid field. This feels like the longest flight I've ever done in this game. Just coming all the way over here. Right, there we go. Start mining. Good. Pew pew. So this is presumably ripping through all the power in the battery. Yes, each time the lasers fire, that plummets. So, yeah. Presumably my my throttle's dropping. Yeah. Okay. So I'm almost in the perfect place. That's pretty good. Let's use the thrusters to move up a little bit. At least if I have the power to do so. Have I stopped? No. Stop there. Right. And ooh, I was going to try and edge upwards a little bit, but I've got no power at the moment because the mining lasers have drunk it all. Which is, I mean, as I was saying earlier, that's kind of the point of them. They might as well do all the mining. It's I don't know, actually, it's not ideal, really, come to think of it. It would be far better if we could keep the bots running, because the bots are the slow part of the whole system. So ideally, I would like to prioritize the power to the roboport, to use the Factorio term, rather than to the mining lasers. But as far as I'm aware, there's not actually a way to do that in this game yet. So that's a bit of a shame, but yeah, what can you do? All right, nearly there. We've collected. I've stopped moving now. Let's speed it up a bit. The bots are pretty quick, especially when you're on 5 times speed. So just let them go over there and get the stuff. One more trip. There we go. How much have I got now? So I've got 314 of the 300. And, hang on, what did I say I needed? 310. Oh, okay. I apparently can't maths. I didn't have quite as much excess as I thought I did. I thought from the previous patch I'd picked up enough to complete the mission, but apparently not. Okay, so sector map. I want to go there, and now close. And now I want to go FTL. Prepare. Oh, drones are deployed. Prepare to jump while we're waiting. Where is the deployed drone? Did I fly over and leave it behind or something? Oh, it's waiting for. Oh, it's got precious ore and there's nowhere to put it because I haven't. Okay, right. That explains why I thought I had enough and then I thought it seemed like I didn't. It's because precious ore, my precious, needs to be put somewhere as well. So if we do that, then this drone will be able to dock with its because we've got precious ore from over here instead of tilium ore. Tellurium, yeah, tilium. So yeah, if we do that, we've now got all that tied up and sorted. And the logistics drones can be brought back inside as well. Excellent. Right. Okay. Glad that's sorted now. Get rid of that one and go. Now we can do the jump. Yes, more batteries and as I say, more batteries and generators would definitely be very useful. Um, I've made quite a dent in that fuel actually. That's kind of terrifying. Um, Yeah, so yeah, you're right. More generators and more batteries would be fantastic, but they're expensive and they're going to really rip through the fuel. But hopefully it'll all pay for itself. We shall find out. No, the devs have not said anything about release dates. This is still very early access. It's sort of, to borrow a phrase from, I forget which developers it was. I think it might have been. No, I can't remember. There's one development team anyway. So basically said it'd be ready when it's ready. So yeah, deliver, 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 deliver. Scroll. Turn in contract. Deliver. Deliver. Okay. Oh, okay. It's now all happening. Good. Now we should load all this into here, and we'll be done. Excellent. So yeah, no news about a release date as far as I'm aware. There are updates coming out to the early access program roughly once a month so far. Although they've said don't expect that because they don't expect it to keep that rate up for forever. It's probably going to slow down a bit, but there is going to be eventually there's going to be a sort of a normal early access as opposed to this sort of pre-alpha system we've got, which is where you can buy it on Steam or maybe just get it on Steam for free. I don't know for just sort of early access type prices. So yeah. At some point, there will be it will be available, but I don't know when that's going to be, and I wouldn't expect it to be enormously soon. Why am I running this at normal speed? There we go. And we've now got 4 tellurium left. It's 4 tilium left. Sorry. Got to get. I should try and get the name right, shouldn't I? So all of that. Now I've done all of the missions, all the accepted missions, except the one for another sector. So I've captured 112 data. Do I just get the money from this? Captured 10 data, got 10,000. Next bonus is for 100 captured data, which I've done. Capture 100. Next bonus is for 1,000 data, and I'll get 1,000,000. Excellent. That's going to be a very useful amount of money. Oh, while I'm in contracts, what else is there to do here? Passengers require transport. Can't. Well. Okay, I can't do it because I haven't got the right humanitarian rating yet. Can't do. I'm not doing a combat mission. Deliver cargo to a nearby star system. Um. Where's Star System 1? It's there. It's not far away, but I don't really want to go there because I think I've already bought everything from that one. That's where I started. So ideally, I want to fly to 7, then 3, then 10. Possibly 11, but mostly 7, 3, and 10. Let's have a look at it in here. Rescue civilians. I could probably do that. Didn't really want to go to 8 though. No, I won't do that. I'll do this one instead. So this is another tilium ore extraction. So I'll go off and do that one. I shall also close that. Let's have a look in the trade thing. True, yes, having additional generators would just make everything faster. It wouldn't use any extra fuel. You're quite right. But it would tempt me into using a lot more fuel because I'd be able to do things a lot quicker. Right, so I'm going to buy. I don't want to worry about running out of fuel, so I'm going to buy 20 of these, even though that's going to be 20 is only going to be about a tenth of my money. That's not bad at all, actually. Let's make that 30. I don't know if I've got the storage space for this. Oxygen I shouldn't need. Should have plenty of that. Energy cells I don't use. FTL I don't use. Um, Bullets are cheap, and I think I'd like to have lots of them. Railgun, food. I've got 18. Let's keep that. Let's try and keep food at 25. That's a nice number. I don't want to buy any metal ingots. Precious ore, so I can sell these for 4,000 each. Now it'd be interesting to run that through the smelter and see what it's then worth. In fact, let's do that. Oh, I want to buy logistics drones as well. Yoink! That'll make things a lot better. And let's have a few more crew as well. I think because I think yeah maybe not that many. Let's have another 3. So I should have a total of 10 now. I think that seems about right. So let's put in a smeltery. Oh, and actually, yeah, you're quite right. I do want to think about reactors and batteries. That's a very good idea. Still at minus 16%. So yeah, what the hell? Let's have one of those. I've got two of 3 of those. I've got plenty of money and some batteries. Yeah, okay. I think that'll do. I've spent enough of my money, enough of my hard-earned money now. Although I have to say, this mining shenaniganery, these mining missions seem to be a lot more lucrative than the what was it? The cargo delivery missions I was doing in the previous game. They're and they're a bit more interesting as well. So I think I'm more of a fan of that, and they're a bit less terrifying than the than the what do you call it? What do you call it? Um, than the a lot less terrifying than the combat missions I was doing in the previous run as well. Okay. Reactors can just slot in wherever because they don't need to be accessible. They just need to be somewhere on the main fuel line. The reactors, loaders, and the batteries again can be basically anywhere. So let's put them along here. It bugs me slightly in a user interface kind of way that I don't want to put it there. I'll just get somebody trapped because I'll be stupid. I know it. It bugs me ever so slightly that you can't. You can't select one battery and then go bop 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 and put all of the batteries down. That's another thing to consider as a potential, not as a bug because it isn't a bug, but it's a thing that could definitely be better. Storage. I want more storage for fuel over here because I'm having lots and lots of fuel on my ship because I don't want to run out. You can just all go in over here somewhere. That'll be fine. Where you go? Oh, that's a new reactor. That's fine as well. Okay, is there any stuff that's been brought aboard? Oh yeah, yes, I was going to put in the install my smelter as well, wasn't I? So let's put that over here, like that. I think that's a good place for it. Don't think I need anything else for it by the looks of it. Okay, that's all of my stuff installed or in progress. I don't need the loader. That's just unnecessary. And just let all the guys gather everything out from here, and they can tidy up the fuel later. I don't care. That's all fine. Mostly, I just want the smelter to be put in place now, so I can smelt that those ingots and find out what they're worth in smelt my precious, and find out what it's actually worth when it's been cooked. Now the other question is, can you smelt Tillium ore? I guess we'll find out. So Star Sector, I've not heard of that. Is that another sort of similar type space trucking type game? To be honest, my Tillium ore. Yeah, okay, we can cook Tillium ore. Let's see how much is Tillium ore worth as is. Tillium ore does not exist. Great. But precious ore is worth 4,000. I don't know why I can't sell my Tillium, but apparently I can't. So let's cook it anyway. Tillium into refined Tillium. Yeah, that's fine. Do that. In fact, actually, let's not. Oops. Precious metal. Let's do the precious ores first because those I can sell, and I want to know how much extra money I'm going to get for selling it in its smelted form as opposed to its boring ore form. Yeah, it's a little click happy, but never mind. Are you cooking? I can't tell. It's got 23 in, 22, 20. Yes, it's ticking down, so it must be. I don't know how many it needs before it'll make a precious ingot. Oh, I'll need to put in a place to store the precious ingots, won't I? My precious. So that's in the construction menu. Storage. Precious metals can go there. We'll see whether that becomes a problem later. Actually, I think I'm probably not going to have that much precious metal. Let's try that instead. Okay, there's right. We now have a precious metal. So if we go into trade, we can now sell the precious metal for I don't know what because it's not showing me. Um, hmm. I'm going to let this finish cooking. Precious metals. Precious metals. Okay, I'll let this finish cooking and let one of these guys come along and take it out and put it somewhere because presumably there's going to be a certain size. I know, worst case, I've got a decent amount of money. I can go head off and do the Tillium stuff, so it's not going to be the end of the world if I end up wasting this precious metal and can't do anything with it. But noticeably, I think they put in a stack of 20 first, and that turned into about 6 or 8 or something like that. I wasn't watching very closely, but we seem to have quite a lot less precious metal than we put in precious ores. So we'll. Oh, unless it's still. Oh no, it's just been eaten. Yeah, it takes multiple precious ores to make one precious metal. Okay. Let's do the Tillium as well because why not? And let's have another look in trade. So now I've got. No, it's just. It seems to have just disappeared as far as I can tell. Oh, that's a bit upsetting. I was sort of hoping that if I turned the precious metal into if I turned the precious metal ore into precious metals, I'd be able to sell it for a lot more than I bought it for. So that's actually quite disappointing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now then, but I do know that I won't run this again. Well, we'll let it do the Tillium, see what happens from that. But otherwise, blump, 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 blump. Oh, it just disappeared into the smelter because it wasn't enough to make a whole one. Okay, let's switch this over to just scrap metal because that seems like something that does show up in trade, or metal shows up in trade. So I'll leave it on there. Right, for my next trick, I shall go to here and do some more mining. Now that I have a large quantity of fuel and lots of reactors and batteries to enable that to all just work nicely. So prepare to jump. Vroomf. Lining and jump. So we'll have to see this. So have to see whether we can actually get this up to 1,000 or not, because it does seem to be quite a long way off. But never mind. Tactical view. What have we got up here? So up here we have precious ores. So if we keep them as ores, then I'll actually be able to sell them this time. Not I'm bitter or anything about that waste. Down here we've got water ice. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to sell that. I think I might be able to. I don't know if you can rebottle water. There doesn't seem to be any. Oh, is that Tillium there? No. There doesn't seem to be any Tillium here, which is a bit of a shame because I had a mission that required me to go and get some. I don't believe solar power is a thing in this game. I think your energy uses are far too high for solar power to be reasonable, to be a thing you can do. Now, there aren't any yellow patches that I haven't noticed, are there, or anything like that, so I've just not... There's ore available, but I haven't seen it. That's weird. So, well, that's the water asteroid. That's a comet. That's fine. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do this mission at this rate. Well, maybe I will if I find another Tillium store somewhere else. But that's weird because I'm sure I thought the mission said come here, and then I would be able to get the stuff. So as critical asteroid resources, you no Tillium ore. We need 70. System 5. Maybe I've not gone to System 5. No, I'm in System 7. Okay, I should have gone there, but that's the one I've already looted. So maybe it generated all of those missions in advance and had a sort of a plan of, and so the people who gave me the mission don't know that I've already harvested all of the Tillium from here. So I'm just not going to be able to do that one. Oh well, never mind. I can collect the ice. I can collect the ice and see what I can do with that. I can collect the precious metals and sell those. And then I can head off to the next sector, I guess. Go faster. Oh, it's moving. Huh. Okay, that makes things a little bit different. So I'm going to have to spin around like this. get it under the guns, like this. Hopefully, once I shoot it off the comet, it'll stop moving. Okay, we can stop there. Go tactical mode. How my batteries are now successfully holding up, even though the mining lasers are firing. Excellent. Yeah. It's a comet. You're quite right. I mean, I'm not surprised it's moving, and I don't think there's a problem. I don't have any problems with it moving. I just wasn't expecting it. Basically, there was a lot of water ice on that comet. It's it's coming right for me. I mean, the fact it's coming right for me, not so much of a problem because I don't think this game has any sort of collision mechanic. But the fact that it's coming right for me means I'm going to have to adjust my angle in order to continue harvesting properly. So yeah, I'm pretty optimistic that the impact damage is going to be 0, but we shall see. I guess we'll call this an experiment. Oh, okay. So this dotted line on here shows the path that the comet is taking. That's quite nice. So if I'd known everything about the game when I initially started, which obviously I don't because I'm still a noob at it. Oh, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. I said. There we go. If I'd known everything about this game initially, then I'd have been able to work out that it was moving and known it was moving in this direction and all that sort of shenaniganry. So I'm going to reckon if I turn to this angle and then fire the throttle up a little bit, I can fly along next to it and just keep pummeling it. There we go, just like that. I think I have actually matched speeds pretty well with that. Maybe it should be slightly more up, but for direction. But yeah, we're going at about the same speed. So the lasers can pummel it as it flies through the air with the greatest, or flies through the vacuum of space with the greatest of ease. And I've now got just about enough robots that they can actually keep up with collecting all of the water as I shoot it off. Now, granted, we've left a load of it behind over here, but I can go back and get that in a minute when I've finished carving this one up for fun and profit. My fuel situation looks fantastic. My power grid is now, well, the reactors are occasionally pulsing out to produce a little bit more power, but basically the batteries are holding up nicely. The batteries are covering the extra rather, so yeah, things are going well there. I keep trying to press E to close menu systems, but that's just because I've played a lot of Factorio, so that's on me. In fact, if I go a little bit faster for a moment, then the bots will have slightly less flying to do, because as it is, they're flying quite a long way out forwards. Oh, and I'm a little bit too low again, so let's pull up like that. Get a little bit closer to the asteroid. And pull back down again like that. There we go. And if I pull the throttle back again to about there, then that should keep me going. It's about the same speed. So I'll speed time up a little bit while we just rip this comet apart, and the bots go out. And yeah, the bots are surprisingly. I feel the bots are very pleasing because they move nice and quickly, or it feels like they move nice and quickly. They've got a decent range, and they're just quite effective. So yeah, fan of that. It works well. Now I think yes, the also interestingly, this comet, I don't know. Do you think that's because it's on an orbiting whatever wherever the sun is, or is it because I'm shooting at it? I think it's probably because I'm shooting at it, because now it looks like it's gone straight again. Oh, and for the question as to how much damage it'll do when I hit it, turns out none, because I think I did then when I turned around. Okay, full speed ahead, please. I want to go to here. Then we can gather all that up, then fly up there. I might as well get the precious ores because I know that is worth money, and I don't know how much fuel I've burnt through while I've been with all of this shenaniganery, but I expect it's at least some. I didn't notice, so I've got 27,000 fuel. I honestly didn't notice how much I had before I came to the system, but yeah. Okay, so one of the things, I assume you can presumably do something to melt the ice and put it in. And I noticed said it turns it into dirty water, which means you can put it through the water purifier so it can go into the small tank. But then I don't have any way of putting it back into water bottles, so I think actually I don't want to do that. I want to just hang on to it, to be quite honest with you. Where are we? Oh, time's going so fast. We've collected all of that stuff already. Right, let's get up here then. Was it? No, it was Where was the interesting stuff? It was right up all the way out here. Okay, go here. Um, that one. So yeah, I think I'm going to go off and try and sell the ice because I don't think I need it. I think we've got probably enough water. In fact, actually, let's empty that water can there. So if we put down the extra loader I've got somewhere that I've not been not used, that one, we can hook that up to the water line, um, and this will allow me to basically empty that bottle out and have a bit of water in the tank there. So we're not so short of. Ooh, that's the engines firing up at full power now. We finished turning. Okay. So that'll allow us to empty this water bottle out, and that frees up a bit of storage space and puts a bit of water into this tank. And I'm pretty sure that the crew will drink out of the giant water tank. Oh, ice grinder. Yes, I think you're probably right. That sounds familiar. I did watch the dev video, but I must have missed or forgot that bit of it. Probably forgot, knowing me. My memory isn't great. But yes, the ice grinder sounds very familiar. I think it was in the patch notes. So I can put that in over here. But then I'd just have a tank full of water. I don't think I'd actually be able to do anything with that ice. I don't believe there is a bottling plant available yet. That's presumably something that's going to appear in a later patch. And because I'm recycling all of the sewage produced by the crew in the sewage pipe, so if I look in the habitation deck, there will be. Crap! It's all the way over here. Um, okay, I am not doing that properly. Well, I'm glad I noticed that at this point rather than never. So we'll dismantle that. We'll put the sewage pipe in over here, and I'll just run a pipe because I'm a muppet. So I think, why did I put it over here? Why did I assume there was? I don't know why I assumed there was stuff available over here. I think it's just that I'm an idiot. Um, yes, you do need water for people to drink, but you can recycle the sewage now, as is happening here, back into water that goes into this tank. And I'm pretty sure that the crew will happily drink water out of this thing. It's basically a massive water cooler, and it even looks like one. Well, it looks like a water cooler bottle rather than a water cooler. But still, I believe the crew will get their water out of here. If not, we shall find out quite soon when everybody dies of lack of water, and I shall have to make a run for somewhere to try and buy some. But and feel kind of stupid about it as well. But I think they will drink water out of this tank, and because I think that happened to me in the previous game. They were very happy doing that. Okay, so I've now harvested all of that. Um, oh, I did. Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember. It's because I didn't expect there to be a habitation deck on the ship already. So I put down a ladder with the intent of building. Yeah, let's dismantle that. With the intention of building a habitation deck over here. Then realised there was habitation already, or completely forgot about it all and didn't bother. Yes, you're quite right. Well done. You know me better than I know me. Let's go there, because then hopefully we'll be able to sell all of this ice and don't know anything and just miscellaneous other stuff like that. And FDL, prepare to jump. Yeah, be able to sell the ice, sell the maybe we'll be able to sell the precious metals and the refined tellurium, and certainly be able to hopefully be able to sell the precious metal ore. I would quite like to know what ratio it goes. You produce out right. What ratio the ore turns into metal? Because I had more than I think I had about 30 or maybe even 40. Maybe it's 2 to 1. I'm going to guess 2 to 1 because that feels about right, but not certain. We'll see. We'll see, and hopefully I'll be able to sell some of it when I get over there. This data is coming in relatively slowly this time. We're only getting 0.1 data per second this time. Is that because I'm further away from the anomaly? Because I'm all the way out here now, whereas one of my earlier ones might have been fairly close to it. So it might be, yeah, that makes sense actually. If you're scanning the anomaly, then it makes sense if you get less data the further you are away from it. Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I thought it was probably going to be that, but I have to admit I wasn't certain. Okay, so there's nothing. Oh, deliver cargo to another sector. I can't do that one, but I might be able to do that from somewhere else and just get the money for that. Eradicate armored thugs. No. Extract critical resources. Yeah, System 7. Been there, done that. There's none left. Deliver cargo to a nearby star system. Where does that want me to go? To System 2. Where is System 2? Down here. Not going there. Okay. Not taking any of those missions then. However, let's have a look in trade. The water isn't in here, so I can't sell the ice. That's annoying. So there's no point. There basically doesn't seem to be any point in mining ice at the moment. However, the precious ore I can sell for 4,000. I only have one of it, so why do I only have one? Maybe it's in batches of 20. Oh, if it's in batches of 20, that might be why I can't sell this precious metal. Okay, because I still have 300,000 space bucks, I'm going to try um, cooking this precious ore and see if I get this up to 20, whether that or maybe more than 20, whether that counts as an amount that I can then sell usefully. So we'll do that for science, as they say. Because my hope is there must be an amount that counts as an ingot of precious metal, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to sell it. I don't know. I'm cautiously. I'm just just hoping. But we'll see. So there's one there. One, two. So they put in 19, or no, they put in 22. We'll see what comes out the other side. I am ranking up my industry XP though. Got to rank 3 on that, so that's nice. How are you doing? It'd be nice if this thing would show how it was getting on. Oh, okay. From this view as well, but it doesn't seem to. Okay, now I have 26 precious ore. So if we're going to trade precious metal, sorry. Right. Okay. So 20. Ah, yes, it's units of 20. Right. Okay. So it was worth 4,000. It's now worth 40,000. So that multiplies by 10 for the use of a bit of fuel for making power. That's very interesting. So we'll do that. And while we're here, I like to keep this at 25. I think I decided. Oh, it was fuel. I said 25. I think this one's 30. So we'll do that, and food's gone down to 24, so let's buy another one. Keep that at 25. Precious metals I'm selling. Stop speeding up. Logistics drones I want to keep. Ooh, let's buy more logistics drones so I can mine a bit more quickly and effectively. Do they have any laser mining lasers? Because more of those would be even better. Would be great. Engines I don't need. FTL Gatling guns. I've got 2. It might be okay. It might not. I really don't know. So we'll just wait and see. No, I've got 3. Sorry, 3 Gatling guns. Numbers are difficult. No, Michael, I'm afraid I don't know when the game is going to be released. I'm just sort of part of the pre-alpha play testing. There will be an early access version being released at some point, but for now, I think what you see is what you get. If you can try and get onto the pre-alpha playtesting by signing up to it through Steam, but the game is a very, very long way off being actually ready for release. Ooh, more drone bays. That's a good idea. And mouse wheel working in here would be nice as well. Drone bays. Let's have lots. I can stick another 2 in here and here. I think. I might. Are we at a shipyard? No, we're not. Are we? Are we at a shipyard? No, we're not. Okay. Next time I get to a shipyard, I'll make the wall a bit. I'll remove some of these walls and make this a bit, and straighten this side, straighten these out a bit, so I can fit more drone bays along there. I think. Yes, that's an excellent idea. Let's have that. So there we go. That's made me 40,000 space bucks, but I've spent a lot more than that on absolutely everything. I think the fuel. How much was all this fuel I bought? Because I'm not sure if this is it's only 3,000. Okay, so yeah, mining does seem to be a legit strategy that works from a point of view of getting in more money than you spend on fuel in resources. So that's okay. Where are my drone bays? Obviously, oh, they were on that ship. How bizarre. I think if you got a ship arrived, then stuff just gets magically unloaded onto from it, even though you can just always get the stuff off it, even if it doesn't actually make any sense whatsoever from a gameplay point of view. Let's see if that'll work, or if they'll just spend their time kicking boxes. No, they're actually installing them all. Excellent. That makes a nice change. I do want to know why the box kicking effect happens. I haven't had a worthwhile answer on that one yet, but fingers crossed, somebody will tell me someday. Right, okay, so that's everything done in this sector. So now I want to go off to the next sector. Yes, prepare to jump. Prepare to jump. Spin, spin, spin. So now I'll go off to the next sector and see if I can get even more money from there. And jump. How much data am I getting from these at the moment? Almost none, because I haven't let the anomaly get close enough. So they did say they've made the anomaly's movement speed a lot slower for this particular version, for this new version. Where am I? What? Show me my new sector, please. How do I How do I next sector? Oh no, I've just jumped to there. Okay, that's fine. Muppet. Right, I actually want to go sector map. I want to go to. Is there a to next sector, or is that just automatic? I think it seems to be automatic. It is. So I can't do anything yet. Just need to wait for my drive to cool down, and then I can jump out again. And I don't. There's not going to be anything to do here, is there? No, there isn't. Can you reject a contract? No, because I can't do that one anymore. But we'll see. Maybe it'll get rejected when I jump onto the next place. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be done on this ship at the moment. We've got load of fuel. We've got. I know he's walking through that. I was going to say we've got a guy trapped in the middle of it. Oh crap! We're running out of FTL charges. I must remember to buy some more of those in at the next stop. Oops. Really must remember because I've got like 2 left after this jump. So definitely need to jump to a colony after this one, and then definitely need to go and look for a somewhere where I can buy and then just buy as much FTL fuel as I can. Jump to next sector. Really bright. Now these are going to be produced. No, these are going to be. Oh, they're not even gone out because the anomaly is so far behind. Okay, that's disappointing because I was expecting this because this is such a long jump. I was kind of expecting this to be a real money spinner for the hyperspace sensors, but apparently not. We're just going to have to try and get more information somewhere else. Okay, let's have a look at this sector. What have we got? We are here. There's a derelict here, so I'll fly over and investigate that. Then I think I need to go. There's a shipyard here. Let's go to the shipyard and load up with all of the words. Go to the shipyard and buy a load more fuel. There doesn't seem to be much else to do here though. So I mean, I could go to the colony, but this sector there's no mining to be done in this sector, and most of these are just boring, empty systems. So I might not stay here for very long. Right, where's the derelict? There it is. Go here. Go here. So is there anything to loot here? I don't see anything. Actually, I don't. Maybe there's no point in coming. Oh no, there's loads of stuff to loot. Okay, in fact lots and lots of FTL fuel. Excellent. That's going to be very useful. I need that. Oh, it's paused still. I say paused, semi-paused. Okay, and full steam ahead. Full steam ahead is not hugely steamy. Maybe I need more engines on the back of here because this is still kind of slow. But I mean, it's a mining ship. It's not meant to be a speed demon. So maybe I'm actually okay with it being a bit slow. You gonna stop? You should do. And right, let's fly this upwards and try and get a little bit closer to the Ooh, that rotated in a way I didn't expect it to. I was trying to go straight up northwards, and it started to spin. Oh, maybe it's because the engines are still. Oh, I don't know why. Yeah, this ship is a bit too big and chonky to be moved around nicely by the thrusters. Whoever was saying it's because the ship is a bit of a fatso was about right earlier. There's a load of cannon shells as well. What's that? Oh, an energy cell. Nice. I mean, not that nice because I can't use it for anything. Is this metal, scrap metal that can be picked up? Yes, it is. Excellent. So we can get quite a lot of useful stuff in from that, I think. Let's put this over to cooking metal ingots. Huh. I mean, I know I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth, but getting in a fuel canister that's nearly empty seems a bit cheeky. That's a good question. I wouldn't like to say whether more engines would be more fuel efficient because due to spending less time flying around. As you say, I really wouldn't expect it to be because that makes no sense whatsoever. But maybe. Let's put some storage space for ice up here out of the way because I'm never going to do anything with that because I can't sell it and I don't want to melt it. But let's have some more generic. Oh, actually, we can put in a space for metal. Scrap metal can go here. Precious ore can go here, and so we can basically because it's all going to want to be cooked, and then actual metal ingots can go down here. There we go. Let's speed that up a bit. No point in doing this in slow motion. Are we going to be able to get everything? Some water up there as well. Yoink. Right, I think that's the lot. Metal is cooking, so turn into... I think that says metal ingot. Right, yes, okay. That'll be brought down here. We just need to unload all of the bots first. This is maybe I need some more crew. No, yeah, now with all these extra roboports, I need a few more crew to manage the whole thing. There we go. All aboard. Right. Well, we can leave this cooking while we're flying. Yeah, that's true. These could be storage spaces. Um, I mean, at the moment, I'm not really organising rooms for specific things. I'm keeping stuff like ammunition near the guns that need it. In fact, let's make that one down there a bit bigger for the bullets that can go across all three guns. Um, I'm trying to keep the stuff that gets stuff done with it. That's a terrible Englishing. Sorry about that. Get rid of that as well. Near to where it's going to be used, like down here, all this stuff is going to be unloaded into the docking port, and this is stuff that's coming in. Cargo, where's generic cargo? Oh, any cargo. There we go. Let's have a walkway between those as well, because I know people tend to get a bit stupid. Right, there we go. That's a good way of sorting everything. So yeah, the stuff that I'm going to want to sell or is a temporary mission or something like that gets kept down here. I don't know why I'm keeping the spacesuits here, to be honest. They should probably be out of the way somewhere as well, because this is valuable real estate. Ammunition by weapons, food over here for no apparent reason, because I don't think it matters. Water the same. I don't think the crew go to the food or the water areas to actually get stuff. I think the food and water supply just gently goes down. Is that full? No, it's not full. Okay. I think it's just the amount in storage you have stored just gradually goes downwards. Um, I hmm. Okay, so let's see, where do we want to go? We want to go here. Actually, let's go here first, because I can't jump straight to there, even though I kind of need to. Could go here actually. Now let's go to the shipyard. See what the shipyard has available for me, because I now have a decent number of FTL charges available. So let's prepare to jump. And I think while I'm thinking about this, I'm also going to put in a bit more FTL fuel, FTL charge storage over here, because I want to have a lot of it. Like a bit like fuel, really. In fact, let's put in extra. No, yeah, let's put in extra fuel storage. Why not? Because fuel is a thing that I want to have a lot of available. The oxygen, not so much, because as you can see, the oxygen has been a closed loop system. If you look at the atmosphere is still full on green. Jump. Ow. Because it's recirculating. I think water has been okay. We've got some water bottles now, so the crew might start sipping from them again. In fact, I think I saw that one just go down a bit. Not certain. Yeah, the water in the tank is going up, so I assume that means the water in the bottles is going down. I think I'm going to have to sell those just to get rid of just to stop this tank filling up. Although that said, it's 15% full, so all of these emptying into it might cause me some problems. The future is indeed amazing. You're quite right. We're just lucky the food and water isn't all in pill form or something like that. So okay, so the metal has only come up to 14, so I'm probably not going to be able to sell that yet. No, you need to sell those in 20s, so there's no point in. So I can't do anything there yet. Can't buy any more logistics drones. I could buy more crew, but I think I'm. No, the crew were the weakest link or the limiting factor, weren't they? So let's have a few more. Let's have more crew. My ship is now nearly full. Oh, I have no money. Huh. Um, I didn't realise I spent that much. I'm not quite sure what I spent it all on, but apparently I did. So it's a good thing I don't need to buy an enormous quantity of FTL charges, although I think I will still buy a couple. What have I tried to buy that I can't? Oh, crew. There we go. Is there anything here I want to sell, though? So fuel I've got quite a bit of. I could sell a bit of that to make some money, but not the 30k I need if I want those crew members. Oxygen, and I don't actually need that, but I like to have one as an emergency spare, because running out of oxygen would be serious. Let's sell the water, because whilst water is extremely valuable, I believe we've now got a closed loop system. Oh, let's keep one. Food, I'm not selling food. Oh, cannon shells, I can sell all of those. But then why are they worth so little? I'm sure cannon shells are more expensive than that when I actually wanted them. Boom, boom, boom. let's do that and do this until I can afford to do stuff. There we go. Right, so I am skirting a little bit on the edge of profitability now, which is a shame. Yeah, I think the game will almost certainly have a bit more interest coming. Oh, I could buy ships from here as well. A bit more interest coming from interacting with NPCs or the rest of the world, as you say, because I'm sure it will because it's far too obvious a thing for them not to have. Whether they'll actually be enough to, and I don't know how you can build up enough care for NPCs with the sort of the interactions you're going to have. It's going to be a bit like FTL, where there are some people you're told they're under attack by giant space spiders and asked if you want to go in and rescue them, and you probably do because then you get a load of useful stuff. Oh, contracts, that's how I can get some more money. Potentially. Cargo to another sector. Sure. Yeah, so you can you care a little bit about them because you can get useful stuff for doing their missions, but that's all. Nearest asteroid belt is the next sector. Sure. Brought some meteor showers. I get 50% extra pay, so we can give the Gatling guns a test. That'll be fun. And you get 225 grand for that, so that's pretty good. So let's have that one. Deliver cargo to another sector. Needs to go to sector 2. All right, let's do that. Okay, so we've got some extra contracts in this place as well to do. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's just yeah, the sector gets swallowed, and you don't really care because why would you? It's just there's going to be another sector, and you haven't made friends with any of the people there, so as you say, who cares? But it would be nice if there was some sort of something to make you care a little about the people you discover and the fact the anomaly is coming in. Apart from for the fact that it's just going to make things a little bit harder for you to carry on doing your missions because it's sneaking up behind you. That's a very small ship. Yeah, I think the amount of money required to buy an additional ship is so much that I just don't seem to get saved up to that point. I just keep buying more and more toys for this ship. I did see the video where they're saying, look, we've got one ship that does the mining and one ship that does the picking up. But at the moment, given there's no real limit to how big your ship can be and what you can do with it, there doesn't seem to be it doesn't feel like there's any reason to have more than one ship. If you know what I mean? And I know one of the things they've been saying is that they don't want you to they want it to feel like they don't want you to make a ship that can just do everything. In one of the videos for one of their fail masterclass videos, where they're going through a sort of a what looked a lot like a 3D version of this game, although with more seemed to have more emphasis on mining and possibly combat. There was a lot of stuff that let's deliver this contract before I try and concentrate on words. There seemed to be a lot of there were a lot of talk about not wanting you to be able to just make a ship that will that will do everything, and wanting you to have to make a fleet essentially. And I haven't seen anything that really pushes you that way, because if I made the ship a bit longer, then it would be able to do everything. Maybe it wouldn't be so good for combat because it'd be vulnerable, because it'd be too big. And maybe you'd want to have a separate ship that was a bit more agile and nimble and stuff, and you just tell this one to fly out of the way. But given that you can't jump just one of your ships into an area, I don't know. I just feel like it's not really going to work very well for the whole trying to encourage you to make more ships and do different things like that way. So yeah. Oh, I've already got that one. Oh yeah, the red is highlighted. Yes, there we go. Deliver cargo. Sure, why not? I want to fly around in here a bit and make a little bit of money, because then I can carry on doing the anomaly scanning. So I actually kind of want the anomaly to catch up with me, kind of. One sector, sector 2, sure. Rescue civilians. I'd like to, but I don't have enough space on board, and oh no, we're not in a ship. Let's try it. Let's see if we can. And let's take that one as well. See if there's enough tellurium in the next sector for me to do this one as well. Because as far as I'm aware, there's no penalty for oh, there's no. Oh, yeah, true. Bigger ships have more hit points. But yeah, but then what about if you could have a small ship that was completely armored, or a big ship that wasn't armored? Which would be better? Who knows? I don't. Oh, crew. Oh, of course, got a load of cash now because I just did complete the mission. Nice. Um, FTL charges. They're not that expensive. Let's buy a few of these now that I have a little bit of money. I think I don't want. Oh, let's have some. Are there any thrusters? No, I'm not sure if I want thrusters anyway. What I do want to do is extend my. Oh, this is a shipyard. I take it all back. Habitation deck. I want more habitation. Um, because I want to have. I want to be. Yeah, I need to be able to pick up a load more people. So let's do that much. 13 out of 32. There are 20 people, so I actually need 33. There we go. There's 33, and I'll finish that so it looks nice and square. Okay, and armor, scaffold, interior hull. Okay, so I could make the ship big. Bigger. Ooh, there was build interior. I was considering. Oh no, I don't need to. The drone bay's all fitted, so that's fine. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, being able to move stuff between the ships would be incredibly useful as well. Okay, so sector map. I've got a delivery to do over here. So we'll do that, and then I think it's on to the next. Oh, and then the rescue is there, and then I can fly on to the next colony. Nice. Okay, so we'll do this. Fly over there. FTL, prepare. Yeah, the thing is, if I want to carry passengers, that's easy. You just use the shipyard. You add habitation deck to cover the entire thing, and maybe even outside it. I don't know if you can. That makes it more vulnerable for combat, but you can do everything except combat with a single ship. And then if you cover that big ship with guns, it's probably going to be quite good at combat as well. So I think I'm sure they're going to, because they've said it's one of their goals. I'm sure they're going to work on that, and they're going to make the game so it is much less reasonable to have one single ship, and it's just not got there yet, but it will in time. Because as I say, they've said that's one of the things one of the fields they want to go for is for you to have an actual fleet. So they've got to give you a reason for it. I think it's just, pre-alpha or all that sort of stuff. It's just not quite there yet. Contract. Where's the one I can deliver? There it is. Deliver. Stand and deliver. Now, cargo to another sector. Okay, well let's just do this. Rescue civilians from a sleek ship, a wrecked ship rather. 33 crew on board, and it's moving, so I'll need some skill. I don't know if I've got skill. I don't have room to do those. Pick those people up. And we're not deliver cargo to a nearby star system. 3 minutes. No, I don't want to do that because it's probably going to be somewhere I don't want to go. More critical asteroid resources. I don't know how much Tillium there is in this next place, but I'm gonna. Why is this one difficult? Reports of a meteor shower. Okay, it's probably the same system. I'm not going to accept any more of these actually because this is getting silly. I'm not going to start. Ooh, maybe I am. Let's have that. See what happens. Yeah, I'm not going to accept any more of those because I think I am going to run out of Tillium available in that sector at some point. So don't want to get too carried away with it. Now my question, kind of want to see if when I get to when I get to the point of having when I get to the point of being able to complete a sentence, then I'll be a proper streamer. No, oh dear, I need more cargo space. Cargo, any cargo, right? Any of that space, please. Right. Yeah. So if there's no harm in taking on lots and lots of FedEx missions that all go to basically the same place. But if you take on too many, if I take on too many of these Tillium harvesting ones, then there just isn't going to be anyone. There isn't going to be enough in the system when I get there, and I'm not going to be able to complete the missions. Now, I presume, although I haven't checked, I presume for the sake of sanity that if you that when you go somewhere and dear me, sorry, that when you pick up a load of Tillium, you can then, if you do it for a mission, it sells from. What's these guys doing? It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you pick up a load of Tillium, I assume you get more money for selling it for dealing with using it up for a mission than you do just for selling it straight up or for smelting it. But I actually don't know. Oh, got to go all the way back here. Yee. Okay, well that's going to be exciting. It's going to get me a lot of data though, so that's nice. flip this ship around and go off and get some of that. So we're up to 40,000 space bucks again now, so we're doing okay. We've got a decent amount of FTL fuel because I bought a load and we recovered some from that derelict. And I've got a decent amount of fuel left still, and this tank is still full. So I think I'm doing okay at the moment. I'm happy with the amount of stuff I have. This is going to be interesting. So presumably this will creep up quite quickly as we get closer and closer and closer to the anomaly. Still says 0.1. Oh, 0.2. Yes, it's getting close. It's going up. It's going up. This obviously means I'm getting into more dangerous territory. But hopefully this is going to be quite quick to complete. So let's pause this. Wow, that anomaly's big. Goodbye, all you poor innocent spaceships that scatter around here. We'll miss you. So let's hand in that contract, wherever it is. Deliver. There it is. So better have the speed up a little bit for that. Ship comes in. Crew can actually, bring out all the boxes. That'd be nice, because I'm a little bit nervous about this the way this is creeping in. I think I should have plenty of time, but I'm a little bit worried. Okay, that's interesting. So if I fly to here, then I won't be able to get out of the sector before the anomaly overtakes me. But I haven't seen the no escape before. I've seen inaccessible, but I haven't seen no escape. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. Stop taking ridiculously long routes around the ship. Are you done? No, there's one more. Job. That is the last one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. I am now slightly nervous. This is the prices would be cheaper, so it's a good point. Ooh, minus 75% everywhere. I should have done that before the ship detached. All right, let's get. I don't want another FTL drive. I do want. Was considering thrusters because my ship is a bit of a chonker, and more drones. You've given me ideas when it's late and unsafe. There's still 4,002. Oh no, those are still expensive because they're useful things. But most of this stuff is very, very cheap. But I don't want any of it. I've got everything out of here that I could possibly want, with the possible exception of Gatling guns. So I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just going to go to here, in fact. Prepare to jump. Do so quickly, please. Actually, no, there's plenty of time. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I can't zoom out far enough to not see the anomaly, but I've got plenty of time to adjust before it overtakes and gets me. It's interesting that the fuel prices were all plus 300, were all 300%, but or plus 300%. But yeah, you're right that the all of the infrastructure stuff was minus 75%. I'm pretty sure it does grow while you're in the sector. Yeah, that's definitely growing. Let's get out of here. It definitely grows while you're inside the system. I don't know if you can visibly see it growing because it wasn't growing particularly quickly, but yeah, it definitely grows while you're in system, while you're just sitting there twiddling your proverbials. Run away, run away. Let's speed this up a bit. There we go. Decent distance away from now. I feel a bit safer when it's only yay big. Okay, what are we gonna do? What do we got here? That must be the derelict up there. The stranded ship. Sorry, not the derelict. I do apologise. So we'll switch over to tactical view. We'll head over there, and then we'll have a think about it. How we get people off it. Presumably, oh, there's a docking port. Yay! Stop it. There's a docking port there. So actually, I want to go to about here, and then rotate. Pivot, as they say. Doesn't look particularly exciting from this view, but apparently it's full of people. So we'll fly over there and, say, big damn hero, sir. Does it? Oh, yeah, so you mean it pulses at the moment? Um, I shall have to go and have a look at that because I feel like it does grow, but I'm also not quite sure. So actually, while we're messing around here, let's have a quick look at the sector map first. So it's just touching the edge of the NG21 diamond at the moment. So we'll come back and have a look once we've finished being big damn heroes, and then go and see what we can do from there. Oh, I've turned the wrong way. I actually need to fly over here and then swing all the way around again because my docking port is on the opposite side of the ship to what I thought. Um, oh, actually, not what am I doing? The ship can go backwards. Um, where does it get the blob to? Is the blob? Does the blob go? Is the blob brought to the middle of the ship? Yes, I think it is. So we'll go to there. I have not attempted to remake Battlestar Galactica. I'm not familiar enough with either the film or the TV series actually to really to do that. So I'm going to have to leave that for somebody else, somebody with a little bit more imagination and a little bit more. Uh, and it's not something I'm probably not going to start playing around designing a ship on stream. Yeah, that's a good idea. I shall do that. So, but I want to get the ship in about the right place on autopilot first because I'm lazy. So we'll just let that swing round and see how close we get. And then yes, I keep forgetting they've got this thing. I've been trying to do it all by keyboard. Um, all right, so I want to go. I don't know how this works. Ooh, I don't know how to use this. I've got what feels like a joystick, but it doesn't seem to work. Let's just do it with the keyboard. So a little bit this way. Oh, it's because I'm on double speed. That's why it doesn't work. Slow down. Assume I'm supposed to do. Oh no, I'm not. I see how what this is implying. It's saying get your square box onto that square box. That makes a lot more sense. I'm going to need to rotate a little bit as well. This way? Yes. Swing it round. There we go. Stop swinging. Stop swinging. Swing the other way. I'm pressing the wrong button. Swing this way. Yeah. I I haven't used this before, but it is now I see how to use it, and we've got the and I've got it running at normal speed, so it actually works. It's pretty straightforward and obvious how it works. There we go. Hooray! Lots of people to come on board and just eat all my food. I can't turn them into crew. Maybe I can drop them off somewhere later. We'll see. Can I? I wish I could now sort of blow up the rest of their ship and just harvest the remains of it, harvest the scrap metal and turn it into useful stuff. But I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Yeah, you're quite right, Nosferatu. That is exactly how the maneuvering thrusters work. Undock. Pull away a little bit. There we go. Right, and now I think I can carry on. Think about moving on elsewhere. So there's nothing else. There's nothing else to do in this sector, is there? Because all of this stuff is about to be eaten. It looks like you were right about the anomaly just pulsing. So yeah, you're right because it hasn't got any further over NG21 than it was before. Okay, that's quite nice because I thought this did carry on growing while you were in system, and so it was sort of forces you to encourage a little bit. Um, yes. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I believe you can. Um, yes, but there's nothing to aim for here, I think. Yeah, this doesn't count as a target, so the game won't shoot. The game won't let you shoot at them, even though I've got the Gatling guns. Um, alas. So nice idea, but it seems you can't just arbitrarily shoot things. You have to, especially as it's only got some. Is that 79 health left or 79 damage taken? I'm not sure. Oops. But either way, yeah, I don't seem to be able to shoot it and blow it up. That's a shame. At the very least, it'd been some nice fireworks. So let's carry on to the next sector. I think yes, to next sector. Drop them off the nearest starbase or colony. Okay, so I can find if I can find a colony now, then I can drop them off. So prepare to jump. them. A bit faster. I'm impatient. As I'm sure are all you guys watching as well. Nearly there. Ready to go. There's not going to be... No, there's no trade. Oh, yeah, of course, that's what contract is. FTL. Jump to next sector. Very bright. They've also increased the number of sectors you get to play with up to 5. So I'm heading on for sector 3 now. So I'm less than halfway through actually, so which is quite nice. It gives me a bit more, gives you a bit more time to sort of play with all of the stuff in the game and get a bit more time to play with all of the features and make a ship that's actually going to be vaguely profitable. I'm using up oxygen, am I? Oh, I shouldn't be. Oh no, it's also 2030 something. It shouldn't be getting used up unless my CO2 scrubber can't keep up. Which is, I mean, it actually is possible. If I have too many people on the ship, I might need to have more air infrastructure, which would be something to have to deal with. Right, okay, what have we got here? Let's have a look at the sector map. So, you've got a delivery to do here. Excellent. I'm going to just drop that straight off. Mining to do here. I know it's a mining derelict to mine, but you know, it's kind of mining. Then over here, lots of mining to do. Deliveries down here where I can probably drop off the Tillium missions as well. There's a little bit of a threat from the anomaly over there, but that's okay. Ooh, there's hostiles in the next. That's not supposed to happen. One of the changes in the changelog down here. Hostile ships will no longer camp to sector exit system, so you can do a peaceful playthrough if you want. So that isn't supposed to happen. That sounds like a bug report waiting to happen as well. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do on the way through there. So contracts. I do indeed deliver. Bloomp. Bloomp. I mean, you don't make a great deal of money from these ones, but you know it's kind of worth it. It'll get me up from my current 15,000 space bucks to I don't know, a bit more. Urgent passenger transport required. I need 22 free cabins, so I can't do that. Is it? Why are they offering 9% more money? I don't know. Have I got? I could build up an extra big chunk of habitation deck actually. Oh, and we're dropping all these guys off as well. Nice. Okay, so if they're all leaving, then I might be able to do that that mission. Excellent. Let's have another look at that one then. Contracts. So, urgent passenger transport required. There we go. We've got 22 free cabins now. I can do it. Yeah, I am definitely going to go and plunder the derelict ship. no questions there. I assume you mean to the south on the sector map, not in this particular system. Yeah, sure. Let's have that one. Don't really care where they're going. It's in this sector, so I can probably get there. Hack destroy. Rescue civilians. Now, where do these guys want to go? 31. So I might be able to do this one. Oh, ship is moving. Haven't got enough thrusters for that. Not convinced. This is another one that wants more Tillium. I probably shouldn't do this because I think I've basically already. Although 450 grand is a lot of money. I don't know whether this is just another one that's asking for the same resources, and therefore whether I'm going to have to decide very carefully which one to do. Let's not accept any more critical asteroid resource missions because I think I'm going to have to disappoint some of them anyway. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's not going to be anything else to do here, is there? Fuel prices down here only plus 10%. Yeah, so I think it looks like the closer you are to the anomaly, the cheaper infrastructure gets, but the more expensive consumables get. So the fuel and the FTL charges are really cheap at the moment. So I'll buy loads of these. Food, how am I doing for food? I'm still at 23, so I'll buy a couple more. Keep that at 25, because I think that's a good number. I haven't used any bullets yet, but I'm going to buy some more because I know I'm about to use some. I don't need oxygen, don't need energy. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Hey Tristan, welcome to the stream. Things are going quite well. I have a ship full of stuff. I'm doing a lot of mining this time, which is quite good for generating resources and things, and quite good for generating quite a lot of money, it seems. So this has been a bit more bit more financially successful. I mean, I say that I've only got 58,000, but I feel like I've had lots and lots of income. I've just been spending it all on stuff like more and more reactors for my ship. So yeah, I'd say it's going quite well. And burning through quite a lot of fuel as well because I've got lots and lots of reactors, because I've got lots and lots of mining lasers, because it's a mining ship. You know, it's a good reason really. In fact, let's see. Can I buy another? No, I don't need another mining laser. The mining lasers are faster than the bots as it is, so that's fine. I could probably do with a few more crew, but I haven't really got room for that. Oh, actually, I could build some more habitation deck, like that. How much money have I got? 58,000. Yeesh. I did spend quite a lot of my money. So let's now buy some more crew. They're at -9%. That's not bad. We'll just have 5 then. I don't want to spend all my money. Will they all immediately pour straight out of here and grab things and start carrying them around? I think they might. I'm pretty sure I'm not waiting for another ship to come in with those extra crew. Let's have a look at the habitation deck. Is this kind of full? I don't know. I think that's probably all right. I think I don't need to wait for another shuttle to come in. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Yes, the top with the yes, these are mining lasers. So I've got the Gatling guns for meteor defense, which I'm going to need on this next jump. I haven't actually used them yet. These guns have not been fired yet, not even neither in anger nor in the opposite of anger, joy perhaps. So yeah, I'm going to need to go in and protect myself from meteorites. So I'm hoping that Mike was right when he says that the meteors always come in from the same direction. If not, I might have some issues. Oh yeah, but I'm going for the derelict first, so it's not actually quite as soon as I was suggesting. Prepare to jump. Right. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well for supplies. I've got a decent amount of food. I've got some. This water is going down very slowly. I think the crew might be drinking out of the bottle rather than drinking out of the tank, which is a bit of a shame. Just as long as they will eventually drink out of the tank when the bottle runs out, I think we'll be all right. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of water and not know what to do with it. Okay. Jump. Not getting very much data from the hyperspace sensors. So one of the changes they've made in the new version is that the anomaly moves a lot more slowly. So I've been staying so far ahead of it and just doing everything in the available sectors that that I've been too far away from the anomaly to get decent amounts of data. So I'm only a third of the way to the massive payout. Oh, there it is over there. Tactical. Which side of the bot's on? They're on that side. So fly to here and get Luton. Nobody wants to get to Luton. It's a weird place. Actually, that's not quite true. It does have an airport. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know why else you go there. If you're from Luton, I apologise. Okay, so Mike might not have been trolling and lying to me then. That's always good to know. He must have left because he'd have been defending himself by now, I'm sure, if he was still here. Alright, full steam ahead. More steam. Oh, the bots are the bots do launch very, very early, don't they? They fly a long way before or they are prepared to fly a long way in order to pick stuff up. I mean, I suppose that's fine. It doesn't really matter either way because it's probably slightly quicker if they go out sooner. It's not as if energy is particularly a problem with the amount of fuel I've got tucked away on this ship. And hopefully I'll get a bit more from here. No, some FTL fuel, which is nice. Some water again. Oh, and some actual fuel down here as well. This will easily pay for itself. Ooh, even some machine gun ammunition, some Gatling gun ammunition. Is my smelter? Oh, the smeltery is still on metal ingots, so there are people putting the scrap metal in to be cooked into. Wait, what? Why they're not loading straight into there, I don't know, but I don't really care. Okay, let's do a bit of manoeuvring. That's the wrong way. Let's do a bit of manoeuvring. I see why everyone on the Discord has been saying that the ship always turns the wrong way when you push the manoeuvring buttons. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to getting the 25 scanners. Blimey. Yeah, I'm hoping to get up to the 1,000. I'm at about the third of the way to it at the moment, because it would be rather nice to get the million space bucks. This is why I was thinking of getting some more thrusters because this is very, very slow. And I thought, yeah, let's bring the bots a little bit nearer so it takes less time to unload to load the ship up. But the amount of time it takes to actually fly the ship in. I suppose what I should actually be doing when it's a derelict like this, I should just drop my ship right in the middle of where all of the stuff is, because the bots can you can't crash into the ship, and the bots can happily fly over and around your ship because third dimension, etc., etc. Rather than trying to pull up next to it as I did this time. Oh well, live and learn. Nearly there. A little bit more scrap to pick up. Oh, and there's another fuel tank over there. Go and get that, and the ammunition. These are all worth having, especially as I'm sure I'm going to get through quite a lot of ammunition in the next encounter. Yeah, not overlapping does feel a lot nicer because it feels like you've pulled up next to it. Oh, because ooh, railgun railgun slugs and energy cells. Nice, I can sell them off. Ha! Yes, make a really small ship. There's nothing but reactors and scanners. Then fly off with that. Where are all my crew? Why are my crew not doing useful crew things like unloading these robots? Um, why are you just standing around like a lemon? I don't know. Anyway, yes, yeah, making a ship that is nothing but reactors and scanners, and doing a couple of jumps with that just to get the all of the money, and then using that to build up a massive ship will be quite a cunning tactic, I think. Right, everything is aboard now, so we can think about the next place we want to go. So from here, I could go in here, dump all the passengers, and do all the deliveries and things, empty my cargo out. But actually, if I go here first, I can then go to here and unload absolutely everything all in one go. I think that's going to be a little bit more efficient. And I can always make more storage space on the ship if I need to. So let's go there. Let's go FTL and prepare to jump. How's my smelting going? How much have we got? Got 14 plus another 9. Plus another 9 there, actually. That's not too bad. And if I click construction and hide the habit, good. I can't get rid of the habitation deck view. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. 10 ingots in there. Okay, we've got through all of it now, I think. So, oh no, we haven't. There's still 5 left in there being smelted. I don't know how many to 1 it is for scrap metal. It'd be nice if it told you, because that's ticking away merrily there, and it's not getting the number isn't going up. So, oh, now it has. But yeah, it looks like it's about 5 to 1. I'm guessing it seems to be 2 to 1 for the precious ore to make the precious metals, and you need to get to up to 20 of any of these things in order to be able to sell them. Right, this is going to be exciting and probably absolutely terrifying because we're going to get abuse from. We've got repair hull turned on, so the bots will do hull repairs, which is nice. I just need to flip round to try and defend, and so I need to get the asteroids coming in from about this direction because all my guns are at the front here. So in order to protect the back of the ship, I need to have, because if I have them coming on from the side, then the cone of protection will come out to about here, and so it won't really work. But if they're coming in from about this sort of direction, then I think it should be okay. Yes, meteor shower, thank you. Where are the meteors coming from? That way. Okay. Where is the stuff I want to harvest? Because I'm going to need to fly over to get to the stuff that I want to harvest as well. Oh, that's a meteor. Okay. It's all over here. Okay, so my guns are on the. Let's try and think this out sensibly. So the guns are here. The mining lasers are here. Sorry, and the asteroids are coming from there. So if I go to about here to start with, and then point that side of the ship appropriately, that should work. The gun's hot. Gun's hot, please. Yeah, more thrusters would have been nice, faster turning. I sort of did think about that, but then I sort of forgot about that. There we go. Okay, weapons are hot. Good. It'd be nice if I had more defenses on my ship as well, actually. So because this is great for defending from one direction, which seemed like because insert music joke here, but there we go. That worked nicely. But because I'm going to have to fly over there in order to start actually doing it, we're going to get well that. no, bang. Okay, so the mining lasers are on this side. So when we get to here, we can then rotate the ship this way. Oh, I'm in sped up mode. Rotate the ship this way. Oh no, it's going to be one more hit before I get into position. Right, now I should be more or less protected. And the mining lasers should mine. And throttle to 0, please. Yeah, okay, there we go. I seem to be reasonably protected. We've taken some damage up here, as you can tell by the disjointed floor panels, but we can now do the mining out here relatively safely. I'm going to need one to get these ones as well. Well, I probably might be able to do that with the thrusters. Let's see if I start doing this now. I've got the ship at the angle I want it at. So if I now do my manoeuvring with the thrusters, I can then wish I had a lot more thrusters, as as Nosferatu says. Um, you bring up a good question. Whether do I have enough power to run both? Yes. No. What? Oh, that came in from an unexpected direction. Ah, or a direction in which I didn't have enough defense. Go away. If I turn around a bit more, which? Okay. Oh, actually, they do provide quite a good amount of protection that way. That's not so bad. Maybe I can turn a bit more this way and get the. Yeah, this does provide quite good coverage actually. And there we're mining this one as well now. So we've got not huge amounts of it available, but we'll see what we can get. I can come over here and get these ones. That's precious metals. That's not so. I mean, it's worth having, but it's not going to fill the missions for me. I want to then come up here. There's 133 up there. That's loads. Okay, that's going to be pretty good. How are we doing for here? Have you mined it all up yet? No, there's still 4 left to go. 3, 2. All right, we'll speed this up a little bit. 1. There we go. Right. Okay. So the bots can do their business there like that. Now the question is, what I can potentially do is try and sidle up sideways like this in order to get up to these ones. Oh yeah, you might be right actually about them being in range. It's certainly in range of the bots because those are going over there now. The mining lasers don't seem to be firing yet. Oh, I could actually look, couldn't I? Oh, there we go. They're just about coming in range now as I creep slowly upwards on the thrusters. But actually, what I should do is go forwards a little bit, like this, and do that nearby meteor first, or as well, and then I can go upwards and get the other ones. There we go. Now they're starting to shoot that one, which has it's only 3, so it's not going to take very long to do that one. There we go. That's done. Now I can move back upwards again, or carry on moving upwards as the mining lasers sort of carry on doing their thing. My guns are down to I think is a box of ammunition. I think a box of ammunition is 300. So when these drop below 300, I should have a crewman. A crewman should come along and shove some more ammunition in them. So at the moment, this seems to be okay, and the ammunition is it's not getting used up too quickly. So I'm okay. This seems to be pretty good. There's quite a lot of it up there. Yes, you were definitely 23% damage. Yeah, you're right. That no 17% damage. I don't like the font that they've used here because when you zoom out, it becomes completely illegible, and you have to zoom in further than you really should have to in order for it to be in order for it to work. But oh well, little things. You'll little bits of feedback here and there to give them, I suppose. Yeah, the question is whether it's going to be worth going for this patch over here, and I think is that it then as far as patches go? It says these one. Oh, there's this one here as well behind me. Damn it. That's going to be an awkward one to get to. And then there's the precious metals over here, which I think are worth having. But I don't really want. Yeah, if I change the angle my ship's pointing at too much, it's not very much there. Might not be worth it. If I change the angle my ship's pointing at too much, then I'll risk. Then I risk getting hit again. Oh, okay. So the bots are doing a bit of repair work, so that's not too bad. Where are my lasers pointing? Okay, the lasers are now covering everything. That's good. So we can now pick up all of the ores, and I think yeah now that I've got the ship pointing in the correct direction, the point defense weapons are doing pretty well. Yeah, that's very true actually. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to have essentially unlimited time because I was expecting the game to I was expecting the anomaly to carry on growing while you were in system messing around doing mining and stuff like that and repairing. Um, what would be quite nice, perhaps, is if the bots used up resources in order to do the repairs, or they could do better repairs if they had more resources available. So I could use some of these metal ingots that I've got down here in order to repair the ship, or in order to get more of a repair on it at least. That'd be quite nice. But as far as maybe that's one of those things that's probably going to be somewhere on the to-do list for them. How's that patch doing? 88, still 88 there, 85. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can repair your ship back up to a point where you can then limp off for more of a. Oh yes, so they did. Thank you. You can repair yourself up to the point where you can then limp off and and get a bit more of a proper repair done at a shipyard, presumably for money. I haven't actually had an opportunity to do that yet because I think when I did combat missions in the last one, I just got wrecked and didn't have enough money to do any repairs. They did, yes. So are you thinking there might be more advanced bots that can do better repairs or something like that? That's quite possible. That'd be nice. 28. Actually, there's a lot of coverage there. Let's go backwards a bit. I'm going to slowly creep backwards in order to get that other patch into range of my lasers. I think I like the idea. I mean, maybe yes, you could keep in the idea of drones being able to do better repairs the higher level the drone is. That makes a lot of sense. But also, I quite like my idea of the drones doing more, being able to the drones being able to do more repairs if they have if you have resources on your ship that you can use for them to patch it up a bit. Um, it's nice that they can do a little bit for free, but I think being able to do quite a bit more for a cost, and the cost being in resources, would be very nice. That was a bit ambitious with the guns. We need to have the Factorio space exploration thing, where the guns will ignore any rocks that aren't going to hit your ship, just to save on ammunition and stuff. Maybe that's a bit much to expect, because there's no need to shoot that one. How are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, the bots are all on their way out now. I'm going to reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Get there sooner or later. Alright, so maybe a little bit of up as well in order to get there. I think it's going to be the quickest way to get to there. Right, so we can start shooting that one apart. The question, my question is how much tellurium, or sorry, Tillium. I keep calling it tellurium, and I'm not quite sure I'm not even sure what game that's from. Is it a Factorio thing? With me, it's typical for it to be typical it would be, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It gives you a reason to keep the metal ingots rather than just selling them as soon as you can because they're worth money and you haven't got anything to do with them. In fact, I've heard suggestions that at some point in the future it's going to be possible to use Tillium ore to refine it and turn it into into FTL fuel yourself. In fact, it sounds like the plan in general is to get the game to a point where you can oh yes, the purple one from IR2. You're quite right, Tristan. Yes, that's Tellurium. Yeah, to get the game to a point where you can be completely self-sufficient with your ship. Um, wait for try and wait for a tiny gap in the asteroids, and then fly over this way a bit. I don't really want to do it on the thrusters because I get impatient, so I'm going to risk it and fly over there at proper speeds. Is it scary? I'm terrified. But I want those precious metals because they're worth quite a bit. For every 20 blocks of them you can put, well, every what I think might be 40. Oh no, smack. For every 20 pieces of precious metal, which I think is 40 pieces of precious metal ore, you get like 40,000 space bucks, which is a decent chunk of cash. So I think it's worth having. And I've been quite lucky with the meteors coming in. Most of them have missed. In fact, I want to go a little bit further than that. I want to go down to about here. Is that one going to miss? Yes. And yes. Yeah, I'll say I've been quite lucky with the meteors coming in there. Is that far enough? Nearly. Let's swing around. Start to swing around a bit. Yeah, you're probably right. More engines and more. Yes, it is auto fly to point. If you left click, it just points the ship as it did before, and if you right click, then it will fly to that point and get the center of your ship onto a specified point. Am I pointing the right way now? Yes, pretty much. I might turn this way a little bit. Yeah, I need more thrusters and I need more engines really. Maybe that can be something I'll buy in the next stop. Because I'm going to have an enormous amount of money when we get to the next place, because I've got so many missions I'm going to hand in and so much tellium I'm going to be and precious ore that I'm going to be selling. In fact, speaking of, let's flick this over to start making refining precious metals. There we go. I feel like the tactical view isn't perhaps isn't. Ooh, that was a close call. The tactical view is perhaps not quite pretty enough, but I suppose it because you spend quite a lot of time looking at it when you're doing anything combatty or anything like that. Um, will I need more reactors? Because I'm basically probably going to be using either engines and thrusters or mining systems. So I think I probably don't, but you might well be right, and I will regret will regret only upgrading one of the things at a time. We shall see how it goes. Let's turn jobs off again. That's a silly thing. All right, so we should hopefully be. Yes, we are. We are smelting precious ores into. I'm not sure we are actually smelting the precious ores, but it's being told. It's telling them to anyway. Right, are we all done with the mining? And how much ammunition? Oh, we've hardly burned through any ammo. That's great. It's much less than in the combat missions where you're trying to shoot down all of the what do we call it? All of the little fighter spaceships. Right. I think we are now done. Let's see. So I think I've done everything. I've got everything here. Yeah, these are all fully harvested. So now we just need to go somewhere else and sell all of this not useful stuff off. I haven't done any combat missions today, not since the update. No, I've just been doing mining basically since I started. So I've been playing this about 2 hours now. That's quite a long time, but it's going pretty well, I think. So now I want to go to here where there's a massive quantity of deliveries to be done, and there's hostiles there in the next sector thing where they're not supposed to be, which is a little bit funny. Uh, one of the updates is supposed to have prevented that from happening, but apparently it's not. Apparently it hasn't worked. Oh, I still got a drone deployed. Ah, I shouldn't have turned. Where's the drone? Undeploy the drone. Okay, it's landed. Phew. It's just because the crew were unloading the drone base too slowly. Ah, this is scary. I don't like this. Get out of here. Right. Phew. Right. So I am now in. Oh, this is a shipyard place apparently. So we've got a bajillion contracts to hand in, and we've still got this bug with the scroll bar. So let's see. Let's do this carefully. So we've got deliver the cargo. We'll definitely just that one can go straight up. Deliver that. Deliver cargo. Straight up. Do that one. Passengers. Deliver that one. Now the question is which of these. So these ones I've got. I don't even know how much I've got. I've got 409, and in order to do all of my Tillium missions, I need 70, 120, 260, 310. Oh, okay, I can do them all. That's handy. Deliver. 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 That's already flashing. Oh, deliver. Yeah, deliver. Right. Phew. That's a lot of resources being unloaded. A lot of stuff being unloaded. So we've got all these people and an enormous number of boxes and an enormous number of Tillium ore. So, right, this should get me a lot of money. There we go. Look at that climbing up. My payday is 170, 180, 185, 100, 300, 300, 400. Wow, that's not bad at all. 500,000. I could buy another spaceship at this point. 550, 600, 600, 700, 800, 900. Wow, that's a lot of mission I've just handed in. There's an amazing quantity just being dropped off here. About 1 million of it. Wow. Oh, and there's still some more coming. Because one of the guys was being a bit slow. And some more boxes coming as well. I'm surprised all this stuff fits in the shuttle, to be honest with you. Shuttle? There we go. Right. So now, wow. For the first time, I actually have more money than I had when I started. So I could actually buy one of these ships, and I'm very tempted to do that for the novelty value of it. The Empty, I suspect, is not a great ship to buy. Um, Well, I suppose I could build. I mean, I'm tempted to buy and outfit a new specialized ship, but I'm not really sure what to put in it. A combat ship seems like the obvious thing to have. Um, tiny fighter here could have an engine on the back, some thrusters, and a massive array of guns on the front, or a massive array of guns down the sides. Perhaps better. Spindle is a silly shape, or I could buy empty and make it a bit bigger, just with my own money. I don't know though. I mean, I feel like I'd be better off just buying more guns and putting some. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where I put things. Maybe I'd move these hyperspace sensors up here and put a load of rail guns along the side of the ship as well. I could do more scanners. That's a possibility. That would net me quite a nice payday when the from the anomaly getting close. I do want more engines though. We've been talking about that for ages. So let's get more engines and more thrusters. Engines. 2 of those, please. Thrusters. Apparently, I'll only have 2 of those because that's what's available. Yeah, I'm going to need to do some combat on the way out. So let's get some railguns. And I think I've got some railgun ammo because it was just left here. So we'll keep the railgun slugs. We'll keep the rail. Oh, we've only got 1 pack of railgun slugs. All right, we'll buy some more railgun slugs. Um, that'll be good. Oh, we can sell some of this. We can sell the metal ingots. We can sell the precious ingots. And sorry, that's precious ore. We don't want to sell that. Sell the 1 pack of precious metals we have. So we've got 3 things of Tillium ore, but I think we might as well smelt that before I sell it. It'll be worth much more that way. Oh, and I should repair the structural damage as well. That's cost me half. So those extra engines and stuff cost me half my money already. So no, I would disagree actually. If I had a ship where I could do it, if I had railguns, I'd have the railguns on the back of on the same side of the ship as the engines, because yeah, all right, let's have some more spacesuits. They're cheap. Because that way you can be accelerating away from the enemy you're trying to attack. In fact, that's a good thought. That's a thought. Thank you for making me think of that. Let's put the railguns on the back of the ship because that's the correct place to put them. Because then, when you're accelerating away from the enemy, you can fire backwards at them and try and keep them away from you. There was a video I saw a while back that was saying basically every sci-fi spaceship, sci-fi combat spaceship, except for one particular program which I can't remember. It might have been The Expanse. Does it wrong because you should have your engines and your guns on the same side of the ship, because you want to either, if you're attacking somebody, you want to have got up to full speed towards them, and then you want to decelerate as hard as you can as you're approaching them in order to slow the ship down as much as you can, and give you as much time shooting at them. Or you want to have them or you're trying to get away from them because they're scarier than you, in which case you want to be flying away from them as fast as you can, in order to not get shot too much. So I'll put my railguns up here, like this. Now they're in different places on the different sides, which is a shame. But I can split the ammo between them. That's fine. So this is storage, railgun slugs. Have them there, and there. I'm also going to need power, like that, and like where's it going? It's going to be up. Whoa! Where's my railgun I was trying to install? Oh, maybe I tried to install the same railgun on both sides of the ship. That does seem like the sort of thing I would do with this with this game's user interface. Put that there, and then we can run the cable from that like this, because cables can run under walls, which is handy. So yeah, we've got two railguns on the back of the ship for plinking away at any enemies who are following, and then I can then hopefully, if I'm faster than them, which is the ideal, then I can use the engine. Then I can throttle my engines appropriately to keep them at the right range for what I'm trying. Basically just in railgun range, but outside their hopefully cannon range. And if they're faster than me, then I'll just have to keep trying to fly away from them. Why have I got a power coil, and what even is it for? A fusion reactor. Ooh. I've obviously salvaged that from a derelict, but that seems like a very useful thing, even though I don't have any deuterium. All right, well, we'll hang on to that. Um, we'll hang on to the fusion reactor in case I do ever get any deuterium. Do I have any deuterium? No, but I can buy it for 11 grand a pop. That's quite poppy. That's quite expensive. I don't know how far it goes either, so I don't know whether that's a good buy or not. Anyway, what was I doing? Water purifier. Where the that again must have been coming from that ship I pulled apart. Thrusters then go up here like this and this. Oh, all right, goes here. That's just ruins my symmetry, but never mind. Ladder, I don't care about. Spacesuit pod. All right. What's that take? Oh, it takes a feed of oxygen into it. I don't know if I've got enough oxygen. Oh, I do. I've got some oxygen bottles over there. No. All right. Let's fill up the spacesuits. See how that goes. I might need to unload one of these bottles because there's only 13% in that tank. I've got another smelter. Nice. I still don't know what the power coil does. Ooh, maybe it'll tell me in here if I can find one. If I can find it. Power coil. I don't see it in the list. No, it's not in the list. That's weird. The loader I will use to get some more oxygen out. I've got a door as well. Oh, and I've got a cannon now. Pity I just sold all the ammunition for it. Maybe I should put that on the back as well for increased discouragement. The ice grind, yes, the ice grinder is a thing you can use to turn ice, which I have a load of and can't sell, into dirty water, which can go through the water purifier and be turned into water. But I've got more water than I know what to do with, so I'm not bothered, and I can't sell it. So it's just sitting there taking up space. So at the moment you can harvest ice and you can turn it into water for your crew to drink, but you can't do anything actually useful with it because the crew don't. The crew can just drink the water that comes from the sewage. Oh, compost is new as well. That's obviously coming out. Oh, no, it isn't. That was there before, but it's just I've never had a use for it. I kind of want to put this cannon on the back as well, even though I don't have any ammunition for it. Oh, I do. I've got a little bit of ammunition over there, just in case of sort of emergencies. But there isn't really anywhere to put it because there's no way it's going to go fit through this thick wall over here. So I'll not do that. And that's everything on the list. So I suppose I could put the cannon on the side of the ship somewhere like this, just because I've got it and I might as well. And it's a little bit of extra protection if anyone does sneak around that side of it. So let's do that. Cable it in. Put in a storage for cannon shells over here. Not sure whether, as I say, not sure whether I'll actually use that or not, but yeah, whatever. Need to run power around to absolutely everything as well. So cables like that, and that, and that, and that, and pipes like that, and that. Oh, true, I could remove some walls. Yeah, I think actually, ooh, let's put on some armor. Let's stick with the there we go, armor. Let's stick with the theory that I'm going to have any abuse is going to come from the back of the ship, and armor that area up. 35,000. Wow. I actually do have a decent chunk of money at the moment though, so this isn't quite as painful as it would have been in a normal game. So yeah, there we go. That's the back of the ship armored up a little bit now. And hopefully that'll protect it from any abuse that comes in from where I'm intending to put the enemies, basically. There we go, a little bit more across there. That was quite a lot of my money, but that's fine. Yeah, I've put the cannon down somewhere now, so I'm sort of reasonably happy with that. I could armor along here actually because there's guns as well, so this might be an area that takes some abuse if the enemy just sort of wants to try and take my weapons out. So we'll put a bit along there as well. Okay, I've done lots and lots of stuff here. Let's have a look at the contracts that are available. So, and oh, and how much t Tilium do I have? I've got 90, uh, almost 100. Okay, and I've got 99 Tilium. So let's see if there's a mission that wants 99 Tilium and how much they'll give me for it. Rescue from a wrecked ship, neutralize pirate gang, deliver cargo to another sector. Sure, I'll take that. Passengers require transport across sectors. 19 civilians, one jump away. Fine, take that. Deliver cargo to another sector. Why is this one hard? One jump away. 29 boxes. I don't know why that's hard. Let's take it. Extract a critical asteroid resource. Here we go. So they want 140, so I can't do that with my current inventory, so I won't do that one. Yeah, money is it makes the world go round, but it's also tricksy. 38 crew on board. If I do this one first, then I might be able to do that one. Oh, ship's engine will explode soon. I don't want to do that. Do I want to go after some pirates? Now, I've got some guns, but I don't think I've got very many guns, so I think I'll pass on that one for now. I want to see how well it does. Oh, 12 minutes is a while, actually. Oh, crap, you're right. Oh well. Worst case, this one just fails, and I end up with a load of junk on my ship. I missed that one. Okay, you guys are all far more switched on than me apparently, and spotted the problem with this. Okay, well let's look at the sector maps. There's nothing else I need to do here, so we'll go for the next sector. We'll see if I can do this one. I just suspect that getting through all those enemies is going to be tricky. Let's start getting ready for the jump at least while we load everything on. So we're pointed in the right direction at least. Damn it! I hate the timed missions. I've been very careful not to take any until now. I'm also a bit frustrated that all my crew are in completely the wrong place to deal with all this stuff that's being dumped onto the ship. It'd be nice if you could just get them to, scamper over in preparation and just be in the right place, but oh well. Mission collection underway, yeah. I'm just waiting. I suppose I should cook the Tilium into, or refine the Tilium and see how much extra it's worth then. Because at the moment it's worth, Tilium ore is worth 300 for every 30. And yeah, we'll just leave that running. True, it's possible I might be able to just do the next jump. I guess we'll see. Um, I think in a way, I'm more interested in killing off the hostiles than I am in completing the transit mission, um, the transport mission in time. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But yes, if they're just a million miles away on the other side of the system, then I might just go just better part of valor and just jump out. Yeah. Are we ready yet? There we go. Now we're ready. I mean, traditionally, you're probably supposed to let the docking port close before you jump to faster than light's FTL speed, but you know, who cares? Speed up. I'm in a hurry, don't you know? Right, hostile contact is down there. It's a fighter launcher, and it's got quite a few fighters out already. Okay, there's the cooldown on my FTL drive, which I need to wait to run. And then I can think about jumping. Where's my ship? There's my ship. Let's point it this way anyway. That's true. I hadn't thought about trying to do sort of space trucking inside the system. Stop. Just stop. Come to a halt. Halt. Well, actually, turn that way. Turn back that way a little bit. Right. So what my railguns do have enough range. Nice. Stop turning the wrong way. I don't care if you've got momentum. And fire! Boom! How are we doing for damaging it? Oh, I have to turn to prepare for the jump. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, I think I am going to just jump out of here, because it's probably made it... Oh, it's turning all the way back round again. I am making short work of the incoming fighters, though. That's quite impressive. Oh, don't deploy the drones. No. Ah. Don't repair hull. Don't just... No, do weapons active, but don't do the rest of it. Get the drones back in. Ow, now they're shooting me with their railguns. Put the drones back in. No, no, yeah, there we go. Jump to the next sector. Phew. Right, so we made it out of that with only minimal damage, I hope. 20% damage. Okay, that's not that minimal. Apparently they managed to hit me there. That must have been the fighters flying over, I think. That sucks. I was hoping to get out of that basically unscathed. Oh, actually, can I repair hull while I'm in hyperspace? No. Okay, fair enough. I want to repair hull as soon as I arrive, though. I think. See how much repair work I can do. Yeah, I feel like there's been quite a lot of sort of general quality of improvement things over the since beta alpha, no, pre-alpha 1, whatever you want to call it. No, yeah. Yeah, yes, that's not a bad idea. Buying and selling stuff between. Yeah, I shall have to think about doing that, especially now that I've got a decent amount of money to play with. Okay, let's have a look at this sector. What have we got? We've got delivery down here. We've got massive delivery up here. We've got derelict here to investigate. We've got some hostiles. I am sort of tempted to go and do some combat just for the fun of doing combat. Um, I don't know. It's very tempting. But let's. Oh yeah, urgent delivery. That's a good point. Which is the urgent one? Ah, because time's still running. Time's still ticking. Can't believe it. I forgot I had an urgent delivery. 343. What's this one? Sector 3. 12 minutes. Yeah, but where? Oh, so that's in 45. Good point. Let's go to 45, which is that one. FTL. Press jump. Okay, I don't think I wasted too much time because I had to wait for the FTL drive to cool down. Maybe. Oh dear, I can't believe I forgot that. Just too distracted by thinking about combat and other such shenaniganery. It feels like they've made the time a lot more generous on this than it used to be. You can believe it, yeah, I'm sure you can. I feel like they've made the time limits a lot more generous on these delivery missions because the first one I had, admittedly it was in system, so the time limit was much shorter. But I was only barely able to make. In fact, I couldn't quite make it, even though I did it as quickly as I could, which is why I've then generally tried not to do them ever since. So this one, deliver. So I'm going to do that. Just deliver that one first, and wait for the shuttle to come in, and for all of the boxes to be unloaded, so we don't waste time unloading other boxes. When we could be doing the important ones. Once again, it would be nice if the crew would be a little bit more proactive and have the boxes there and waiting before the shuttle arrives. But oh well. Yeah, true. I've still got. Yeah, I still have plenty of time. You're right. I'm not sure why I'm worrying. I'm just being cautious and paranoid and stuff. What's that? 13 out of 20. There's a lot of boxes to be unloaded though. It's going to take them a while to carry them all over, and we just need one crewman to start doing the stupid kicking the boxes about thing, and well, who knows what could happen. And there's lots of them just standing around like Muppets as well, when there's quite a lot of more boxes that need to be carried over. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Okay, we're about there. Okay, so that 90 tillium ore seems to have turned into 30 refined tillium. Is that still running? No, except that's still running. But there's only 7 left. Okay, so tillium seems to be about 3 to 1. Some of the other things are worse or heavier or something like that. Right. Deliver. Deliver. Any more? Was that the lot? I think that's the lot. Attack and destroy rogue fighters. Difficulty of 1, so it might be manageable. There are 6 ships in the fleet, though. Why is it only a difficulty of 1 if there's 6 ships? That sounds quite scary. Unless they are actually literally just fighters. I don't know. I worry a bit about these combat missions because you can't really tell how hard they're going to be until you until you try it. Yes, I think you're right, Nosferatu. It is definitely a pathing problem. What's convenient? Wait. Oh, 24 free cabins. I can't do this mission. We've got a shipyard. I could add some more habitation deck like that. 50 grand. Oh, it's fine. I've got the money. Let's add loads like that. And a bit more in there as well. Like that. And then back in the contract. So these ones, urgent passenger transport, yes please. Urgent passenger transport, yes please. So that actually one of these missions will make up for the amount of money I just spent on all of my on all of that expansion. So that's good. Extract critical asteroid resources. Tiliamore, logistics drones, mining. Yeah, sure. Doesn't seem to be anything difficult in that. So let's do. It's in the next sector though. So. The difficulty scale and the quantity. Yeah, as long as they are actually just fighters, then it's not so bad. Sector, sure. Critical asteroid was yes. Rescue civilians from wrecked ship. Ship's moving. Let's try that one. I think it'll be fun. Extract critical resources, sure. Let's just accept them. And all right, let's go and try and do the try and do the rogue fighter one because it'll be interesting. If nothing else, it'll be interesting. You know, as I say, what's the worst that could happen? Right, so we've got lots and lots of people flooding in and flooding out actually as well. Awesome. This is going to give me lots and lots of room on the ship. Yeah, I only faced fighter launchers the last time as well. And that was what I saw in the previous one. So if there's 6 of those, then I'm going to be in trouble. Especially if they've got railguns. But well, we'll see. As I say, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Some at 700,000. Okay, what extra guns are there here? Can I get some more railguns? And more railgun ammo as well, perhaps. Railguns, yes. Ha! Alright. Let's have 6 railguns. I don't know where I'll put them. Okay, we're in a shipyard. I'll extend the ship so I can put them. Build hull like this. And this and this. That thruster's going to have to move. Dismantle that, please. And also those 2. And shipyard. Build interior. I don't actually need it to be quite this big, come to think of it. That'll be plenty. Although, having built it, I don't think I can get rid of it. So we'll do that. Let's add a bit of interior. If I add some interior here... No, let's leave that. But we'll put armour all the way along this chunk as well. Oh, I've run out of money. Crikey. Okay, building ships is expensive. Which is... I mean, yeah, kind of expected, but also still absolutely terrifying. I made this section quite a lot larger than I should have done. I'm going to try putting in railguns next to each other again. But I'm going to do it some at a time. Oh, well, that one will have to go there. But yeah, so let's see if after these 2 have been put in, whether they'll put in one next to them. I don't actually know. But it's worth finding out, I think. I'd like to be able to chew this back up again. Shipyard interior. Can I get rid of some of this? Like that. There we go. And again, like not like that. I want to get rid of this bit. Can I turn it into scaffold? That's cheap. Can you remove stuff? Still armor building. True, I did. Yeah, okay. So 600 grand on the railguns. All right, that's where the money went. I don't. Yeah, I can't. It seems you can't get rid of ship bits once you've already built them, which is a shame. And I bought more railguns than I have room to install as well, which is kind of frustrating. I could sell some of them in order to get room to put in install the ones that I have bought, I suppose. I'm not going to be able to install a railgun here. Oh, you think so? Oh, mate, you might be right actually. So if I go to shipyard and build hull, and then, oh yeah, you're right, and I can get rid of that bit of scaffolding as well because I didn't actually want it. That's too deep, so I can put in another railgun there, like that. Thonk. Yep, well done, guys. Yeah, removing walls is basically a case you select the thing you want to remove and then right-click on it to remove it. In that case, what I should do is I should get the back to the shipyard thing and hull, and I should get rid of this bit, and then I can put another railgun in, and I can put my final railgun in here. Nice. And now I desperately need to buy some more railgun ammunition because I think I've got more. Oh no, no, I don't. I can't buy more railgun ammunition because there isn't any. Great. Okay, well we'll go off. We'll do some drop-offs and then get some more. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll try not to remove any important interior floor bits. Why is that blocked? Oh, the waste treatment machine is struggling to keep up because I've got too many people on the ship. Ah. Awesome. Thank Timotzi. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, there's going to be lots and lots of. Was it 13 railgun ammo? What was I looking at then? Did I look at Oh, I looked at railguns, not railgun ammo. So buy all of that and then debate what to sell in order to get it. So we'll. I don't want to sell the food. I don't want to sell fuel. I'll sell an oxygen. I don't care about energy cells. Those can go. Precious metals. Oh, that can go. There we go. Refined Refined Tillium doesn't seem to be. It's only worth 3,400. I think it's worth more than that as unrefined. So we'll. I won't refine Tillium again then. That's worth knowing. I think I'm okay for reactors and batteries because I can run the mining lasers. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough power left over to be able to run the. Ooh, let's repair this as well. That's individual things, is it? Okay. I'm hoping that I'll have, because I've got all of these reactors already, they're enough to run the mining lasers. I'm hoping that's going to be enough to run the railguns as well instead. I'm not going to try and run both at the same time. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I do have a door. Yeah, all right, let's put the door in. Door. Right. What are we dropping off this time? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, I was actually buying stuff. No, I wasn't. Oh, crap. We've had everybody's died. Everybody's dead, Dave. I've had an oxygen crisis apparently. But there's a tank with none in here because the air reprocessor hasn't been able to keep up. Oh no, I didn't notice that. Now I feel really bad. Uh, oh no. Oh, it's because I filled up all the space suits. Perhaps maybe that's why. That's in the wrong place. I can't go there. Ah, crap. I didn't. I don't know if there wasn't a warning or if I just didn't see the warning. But yeah, that was bad. uh. Yeah, engine. I don't think engines use that much. Do engines use much power? I'm not sure. Um, they. Yeah, my CO2 level is high. Oh, I need another. I need another air reprocessor, or I just need to stop letting quite so many people onto my ship. Uh, no, I didn't see a warning either, but I might not have been looking properly. So who knows? Small tank is 5% full. Okay, we'll dump the other bottle of other emergency oxygen into it. Yeah, the CO2 scrubber can't keep up because the air reprocessor can't keep up. I think um, that's blocked rather than because this is running although it is running most of the time. So yeah, I think if I want to have this many people on the ship, is that still going up? I can't. 1650. Yes, it is still going up. Okay, I need another CO2 scrubber and air reprocessor apparently. Yeah. CO2 scrubber, yes please, and air reprocessor. which I can't afford. Great. By how much? 20,000 or so. Do I have any other nonsense I can sell up here? I've got fusion. Sell that fusion reactor. That's worth a huge amount, and I haven't got anywhere to put it. So that's annoying. So that means I'm going to need to move all of this stuff across, which is because the pipes are in the way. The pipes are the fuel pipe is in the way. It's a silly place to put it, really. So let's put in the install the new CO2 scrubber here, the air reprocessor here, and then we'll move this air duct over once they're done, and hopefully the air will last for long enough. Yes, exactly. So the air, I definitely need another air reprocessor, and I might need another CO2 scrubber. I'm probably it might be okay with the air ducts. I don't actually know. Um, okay, so let's move right that, dismantle that, and as soon as it pops up telling me it exists, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Air duct, install that over here, and then cables should have done this first, and pipes should have done this first too. There we go. Right, so we're now allowing oxygen over here. Where's the oxygen coming? Well, I don't know. Let's dismantle that and dismantle that, and remove these pipes. Oh, the oxygen's going into the suit refiller. That's fine for now. Okay, and then we can install the old CO2 scrubber there with the air reprocessor underneath it, and then hook that up to the same air duct. I think that should be fine, but we'll find out. Probably the hard way. And cable. That tank does need to be dismantled and then reinstalled over here as an oxygen tank with a pipe running into it like that. And then I suppose I should also get rid of this, move all of these things over, because that isn't going to get filled up now. I think the problem was that I had too many people on the ship, more people than the system could keep up with. But I think it wasn't helped by the fact that I pumped but most of the oxygen that was in the tank into the suits to refill them, which was a bit of a mistake because I didn't keep track of what was going on there, basically. Yeah, I could. Actually, having more tanks in there is probably a good idea, but yeah, never mind. O2 why is O2 level 0? Oh. More oxygen, please. And then dismantle. I haven't thought my cunning plan all the way through very well. The loader can then go over here as well, like that. Pipe like that, and then we'll dump that oxygen per tank out through the loader, because we currently have no oxygen. Okay, we'll have some. Then we'll have some oxygen in storage at least, and hopefully this will be enough to sort of catch up a bit and bring this. Yeah, that's gone down. That was in 1600 a minute ago. So I think things are going okay. I also noticed that this water treatment over here system can't keep up, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. I've got 2 air reprocessors. I've doubled what I had before. So I think once it catches up, which it is doing, because that's now down at 1400 and something, it's going to be okay, at least with the number of crew at least for my crew. Yeah, so we shall see how things go from here. Anyway, right. So sector map. Transport passenger. Oh, fleet's there. Okay, so let's come down here. Let's see what I can actually do down here. Actually, no. Let's go to the derelict and deal with that and pick up that one, I think. Oh, ice grinder to water to oxygen. It's not a bad idea. I don't have an oxygen maker, but it would be. Yeah, it's a good idea in general. So yeah, maybe maybe in the future. Oh, I haven't hooked up all my. Wait. Stop. Abort jump. I just realised I need to get more railgun ammunition before I go off and do anything um, dangerous. And there wasn't any. Oh, no, I bought it. No, there was some. There was a load here, so that's all right. But I do need to also cable up this railgun like that. There we go. That's powered. These are all powered. And I need to put in more railgun ammunition storage places. So storage, railgun slugs, all the way along here, please, and also all the way along here. Okay, so I actually do have a decent chunk of railgun ammunition. This is probably all right to go out and do combat. I don't know. Do you think this is enough railgun ammunition for me to go off and do some combaty stuff? Yeah, having a small dedicated system for the suits would be sensible. Basically, I should have a loader connected. I should consider this to be a closed loop, and then I should move this loader back over to connect it up to this thing, and have, yeah, as you say, have it as a closed loop system. I don't have any oxygen bottles at the moment, but yeah. Suiting up before entering combat, that is a good idea, yes. Have I got any... presumably I don't have any passengers left in my... Oh, I do have... I've got some passengers left in my habitation deck, actually. So let's unload them first. So let's go down here. Oh, I need to go here and here. I'll go here because otherwise I'm going to run out of chances to go here, I suspect. So we'll do that. Then over here. No, then up here. Then probably here and then here. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Um, yeah, it's not that well. It's one of those games that sort of grow where the complexity grows, Kong. So it's not too bad, except that I've now been playing for quite a while, so things have started to get a bit slightly overwhelming. When you initially start off, it's sort of it's basically okay, but but as you go on, you get more and more moving parts, more and more things to keep track of. Your ship gets bigger, so it's doing more and more things, and you start to have trouble. Um, yeah, it has a lot of similarity with FTL. Um, you don't have the individual unit control that you do in FTL, at least not yet, which is sometimes a bit of a shame because it'd be quite nice to have. But yeah, it definitely shares a lot in similarity with it's sort of FTL meets RimWorld meets maybe elements of Factorio. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are doing contracts first. So let's deliver that one. Deliver that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The game is also the game is also incredibly early access at the moment. It's not even early access yet. It's before early access, um, pre-alpha, if you will. So it's sort of yeah, it's not remotely finished. There's a lot of stuff that it doesn't have yet. Um, but gradually over time, it's going to get more and more complex until it does all of the things you could want it to do, basically. Yeah, that's true. You could probably play it in quite a simple way by just not taking on a bajillion missions at a time, like I have, and by just trying to concentrate on delivery missions or mining missions or something like that. Whereas I've been sort of going out and doing a variety of different things in order to keep it interesting, but it also means it makes it more complex. Like if I wasn't going off and doing combat, I wouldn't need to have all these guns on the back of it. I would still need to worry about all of the life support systems, actually no, if I was doing mining, I wouldn't need to worry about life support or at least not to the same level, because I wouldn't have huge numbers of these green passenger guys on board. Um, if I was just doing trading, okay, I wouldn't be making very much money, but I just need lots and lots of cargo space like this. So yeah, you can choose what level of complexity you want by doing or not doing the more complicated missions, I guess. Um, yes, it's an excellent point. Come on, unload the ship quicker. Yeah, so the RimWorld elements you can see in the, sort of the storage of stuff, and in how you give your pawns sort of vague instructions but not specific ones, and they'll just sort of try and do all of the things that have been set as tasks that need to be done, but they don't really have any sort of specific common sense that will make them do things in the right order. Okay, now I need to go up here to get that derelict and do the combat. So let's try that. Let's see how the combat goes. I've no idea whether this is going to go well or not. Oh, let's tell the guys to put their suits on as well, just in case we get hull breach. Oh, true. Yeah, they were talking about conveyor belts as well. So that's the sort of the Factorio element of it coming into play as well. And that might be a thing that sort of makes it a bit more awkward to have a ship of all trades. Because as this is something I was saying earlier, not everyone was here then. Of course, you were obviously were Nosferatu. You've been here the whole time. Thank you very much. um, but yeah, they've been the devs have been saying they don't want you to just be able to basically make one ship and use it for absolutely everything, which this ship clearly is. It'll do everything, although it probably won't do combat brilliantly. We'll see how that goes. But having if you need to turn your factory ship into a mass of internal belts and things, and that gets in the way of the crew and just takes up all the space, then that could be quite an interesting way of encouraging your factory ship to be separate from your combat ship or separate from your carrying people around ship. The other thing could be like having limits on how big you get how big you can make a ship, a bit like Factorio Space Exploration, where you have your the maximum size you can make a ship is, well, it grows over time, but initially it's quite limited. There's the derelict. Where are the hostiles? Oh, they are literally just fighters. Ha! I don't care about them. Well, they can do a little bit of damage, but not very much. If I just sit here, they're probably going to approach me on the side with the defenses, and this is going to go. Oh, we're going to use cannons on them as well. Yeah, and we're just going to completely eliminate them all with the or they're just going to run away because they've noticed that they're outmatched. I don't know. Is it worth going in and trying to tackle them? Oh, they're coming in now. I think the question might have been answered for me. Here comes one of them anyway. Yeah, if they come in one at a time, like, oh, okay, they've got slightly longer range weapons than I was hoping, but still, they're not too much of a threat. So let's head over this way. Try and keep them in the yeah. So the Gatling guns take them out as they come in like that. Oh, that one managed to do a pass. Is that the last one? No, there's one more left. Let's just swing around to this direction. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, we got it. Oh, one of the railguns got it. Nice. In that case, let's try and pop the last one with. I wasn't expecting the railguns to be able to hit targets that small, but if they can, let's give it another shot. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's just head straight over to this ship and get harvesting. But I can turn around when I get over that way. I'm keeping a careful eye on this here fighter. If it starts to come this way, then I'm going to spin round and point my aft railguns at it and see if we can get it with that. Because the railguns have a decent range, should we say? But if I come over here, then I can start doing the harvesting of the derelict, which is going to be nice and easy. Yeah, I don't know. They deserved it for being a hostile. If they weren't hostile, they wouldn't get bopped by the railgun. But I was actually quite surprised. I didn't think you could shoot fighters with railguns, at least not effectively. Turn in this way now. What's my railgun range? Not quite enough. Oh well. I guess if we keep an eye on that fighter, it might not come over here at all. I might be able to. Well, the thing is, I think I need to destroy it in order to stop, please. I think I need to destroy it in order to be able to complete the mission. But we'll do some gathering stuff first. Send the bots out. Gather all of this useful, all of the resources from the derelict. So my railgun actually it's not. Its circling is taking it almost into range of pretty much into range of the railguns. So I'm not sure why they haven't shot it yet. Maybe it's not in range long enough to get a proper targeting solution. There we go. It's in now. But no, they're not shooting it. The last one definitely got taken out by a railgun. I wasn't imagining it. So I don't know why this one isn't. If I turn this way a little bit. Because if I had another ship, then I could do that. I could have the drones gather stuff and the ooh, shrapnel I can pick up. Actually, I should have grabbed that. As it is, the drones the drones can only pick up one thing each, so they keep bringing them back to drop off here, and then the crew will carry the stuff back into the inside the ship. But the drones can only carry one thing at a time. So if I fly off, then the drones will just maybe pick stuff up and then come over and bring it over to me, but they won't be able to unload. So for hostile contact, well, they're quite hostile, but there's not very much contact. Oh yeah, I was sort of turning this way a little bit in case it gave me a little bit more time with it in the firing area. They do, but it's just if you get your drones to do stuff at long range, they just take forever to fly back and forth. And I don't think they do have long range, but I don't think the range is quite that long. So I don't. If I think if I flew over there, I don't think the drones would be able to deal with all of it. It would be able to quite consider that in range. But we're quite close. We're nearly done with the drone pickup now. We've got like 2 more things to get, and then we can bring the drones back on board. And I don't know. I mean, I could either I could creep over there slowly under thrusters, um, but that would take forever. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just gonna have to turn around, go over there, and just rely on the big guns to take out the enemies. I think the one remaining enemy fighter. I don't need to do anything particularly tactical about it. In fact, actually, let's fly to here and start picking up these bits and pieces, and also see if we can then take out that other drone, the other fighter from over here. Now, granted, I'm going to be pointing in the wrong direction because, for entirely logical reasons, I put all the big guns on the back of the ship. But you know, it seemed like a good idea at the time. 0% damage still. That's good. The drones have been able to repair everything. Oh, it's coming in. I think no, it isn't. So either there are 2 possibilities here. Either it comes in and I try and quickly turn around and take it out with the railguns, or the point defense cannons get it, or I just flip round again and try and see if give the railguns another try. Let's do that. Let's give the railguns another try. I mean, I've got the railguns. I feel like I might as well use them. Also, even with 4 thrusters, so 2 firing for each direction, this is still turning this ship is still slow as, well, anything. I think this is the disadvantage of the one big ship to rule them all. You either put an enormous number of engines on it, or it's just horrendously unmaneuverable. You could have it seems pointless having railguns pointed in both directions. You want to be able to do a full-on broadside and fire all of your guns at once at your enemy. There's no point in doing things half. Oh, here we go. They've spotted him. Let's throttle up and then just fly straight away from it to give the railguns a maximum chance to do that. There we go. And spin back. Is there any debris to get? No, the railguns the railguns do so much damage to the enemy fighters that there's absolutely no debris left to take it to go after. Yeah, what this game needs is a graph for the power, like Factorio has. The weapons are charging up, but it seems to be enough. The battery is still basically fully charged, so yeah, it was fine for those 2 railgun shots because that was easy. I didn't have to fire much at all. Okay, so what loot have I got? I've got lots of energy cells. I've got a lot of railgun shells now, which is quite nice. So we can carry on and go off and do more combat shenaniganery. Let's let the guys take the suits off again now, though, because it's got to be a bit warm and uncomfortable in them. Keep them happy. Okay, so what's next? I think this rescue mission over here is the next one to do. Fun as it would be to go in here and take out the hostiles, I think the rescue, then the delivery, and then skedaddle. So let's go there. Yeah, well, the fighters you can generally take on no matter where they are, because they'll repeatedly fly across your ship doing strafing runs. So as long as you've got a bit of point defense, you're probably going to be all right. The enemy capital ships, unless your ship is an absolute pig, they're not going to move fast enough to be able to get round you and for you not to be able to maneuver to point your guns at them. Having them on the back like this is silly for this game because it uses Star Wars physics. When the engines stop, the ship stops. The ship trundles to a halt. So it's not using real physics, but it's I don't know. It is probably more fun to play that rather than having to worry, rather than feeling like you're playing asteroids whenever you try and move your ship around. But yeah, I think having the railguns on the back is going to be very, very nice if I get attacked by somebody who's scarier than me, basically. Right, so rescue time. Come over here. Okay, my ship. Come over here. There we go. I'm pointing in the wrong direction again. Which way is the ship moving? No, I had a feeling this was a more difficult stranded ship mission because because the ship was still moving, but apparently it doesn't look like it's moving to me. So coming over here, then flip round, point that way, and then we'll use the thrusters. Let's pull the throttle back a bit. Ooh, maybe it is moving, or maybe it's just because I'm moving. It's kind of hard to tell. Then we'll use the thrusters. No, thrusters this way. There we go. Oh, this is something where a small maneuverable ship would be much easier. So if I had say that small ship that was available for sale somewhere and had just sort of accommodation and FTL drive and engine and thrusters, and the problem is though, as soon as you start getting any of this stuff, the ship gets quite big. Come on, move faster. That is moving, isn't it? We are getting closer. Yes, just. This is going to take a while, and I can't even do it on sped up mode because the manoeuvring thrusters don't work if you've got it sped up. So apologies for that, and I hope you're all feeling reasonably patient. Yeah, maybe I should have bought more thrusters. Maybe I should get the crew to move the thrusters around so I can on the fly, so I can make the ship move a bit more maneuverable when I want it to be. What I should have done is flown in a little bit closer before I started trying to maneuver in with the thrusters. It's probably not too late to do that, actually. So flip round like this. Oh, come this way, this way, this way. In fact, if we try and stop there and then we do a rotation, then that should be about right, I think. I know I'm flying straight over the top of the ship at this point, but I don't actually care. Because the ship rotates reasonably nicely. It's just maneuvering it laterally that's really, really slow, I think. So if we fly into here like this on autopilot. Yeah, you're right. Having a small ship trying to support lots of people would be very difficult. I think the other ship might be drifting, and I think the game did warn me that it was going to be. Oh, you know what I could do actually? Here's a cunning plan. Let's let's dismantle the docking port. I saw them do this in the yeah, the other ship's moving, that's why it's difficult. So I pretty much need to have the docking port on this side of the ship in order to be able to keep up with it, because my thrusters aren't powerful enough. Right, and install the docking port. Let's put it up here like that, because that's a place to put it. Right, now I can say go to here, and yeah, that's why I was having so much trouble maneuvering up to it, because the ship was drifting, and again, inaccurate physics essentially means that it was moving away from me, despite yeah, there just isn't a way to nicely a bit less than that. So the unrealistic physics means you can't just sort of match speed with something and then just sit there with your engines stopped. Whoop. Nope, less throttle, less throttle, less throttle. Yeah, you can't just match speed and then sit there. You have to be match speed in the same sort of in the same direction, as it were. Which means you need to be flying in the same direction or have really, really, really good thrusters. Tiny bit more throttle. A little bit of adjustment with this. Let's get the angle the same. This is like that little game that SpaceX released, where you have to try and dock where it simulates docking a Dragon 2 capsule to the no, sorry, Crew Dragon capsule to the International Space Station. Oh, I'm not on that mode. That's why I can't do anything. Get the angle lined up. Line up like this. Out goes the docking port, and then here come the dudes. So yeah, as they pointed out in the stream, there's no graphics for the docking port pointing upwards, so it looks a bit weird, but never mind. It totally works. So we have all the people flood in, and then they can overstress my life support systems again. We've got plenty of O2. The CO2, they've got no CO2, so this system is, blimey, there's a lot of people. No wonder they wanted rescuing. Um, so what was I saying? Yes, the system was quite capable of keeping up when I just had my crew on the ship. Hopefully it'll be able to keep up even with this many people. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that's everyone. So we can now dismantle the port and then reinstall it somewhere else. And let's go here specifically, because I want to get rid of all these people before I run out of oxygen. Prepare to jump, please. I said prepare to, yeah. So align then, that's what you're supposed to do when I want to press the button. So go there. Now FTL, prepare to jump. Why is it not adjusting its alignment? I mean, that's what it's supposed to do when you push the buttons. Oh, because I'm still docked, that's why. Even though I've removed the docking port, it still thinks it's docked. Prepare to jump. And while all this is happening, let's install a docking port whilst we're in flight, shall we? Like that. Oh, and now actually that's interesting. So you was telling me I should stick in another air reprocessor. Well, I seem to have acquired one from as if by magic. So let's do that and put in then the obligatory pipes across here to link all of them together, and then all of those together like that. That was convenient. Oh, maybe I didn't actually accept the that special quest at the start, so maybe I don't get it. The evacuation. Yeah, that would have been a good one to have, wouldn't it? I've evacuated 93 civilians so far. I don't know whether that counts or not. Yeah, I should have just accepted all of these to get the bonus things, shouldn't I? Population reaches 100 residents. I've got 18 permanent residents in my fleet, so need 100 need power for that as well. Let's do the jump. There we go. And let's keep cabling things in like that. There we go. Oh, this is a fairly short jump. That's convenient. Have got through a bit of my ammunition there, shooting down all of those enemy things. Right, let's dump some contracts out. So we've got rescue civilians from wreck ship done. Rescue urgent passenger transport done. Urgent passenger transport done. Although most of them died. Deliver cargo done. Do. Right. Okay, so that's all of the missions completed. All the mission completions done. And then we have all these people flood out from the habitation deck, where there's quite a lot of people actually. So yeah, good. Dump all this stuff out here. And this should be, yeah, it's a 300 grand already. This is going quite well again. I mean, despite having bought all those, or doing all those, or buying all those railguns, I'm at almost, I'm going to have about more than 1 million space bucks again, once again. So again, I could make the ship even bigger and just have more ridiculousness on board, I suppose. But as it is, it's getting a little possibly excessive. Is it presumably? Yes, the waste treatment machine is also backing up. So how much? There is. Oh, no, there's only 4 sewage. It's cleaned out now pretty quickly now that all the people have left. So that's all right. It just builds up when it's a bit full of people. And we're okay again. And there's apparently one more box that was stored in a silly place. Right. So I've got 1.13 million again. Now the question is, firstly, where am I? On what sector number have I got to? It looks like number 4 because it's called 40. Oh no, they are not just all numbered sequentially. This might be the end of the game then. Let's have a look at the contracts we've got available. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. Extract critical asteroid resources. Okay, where's that? That must be the next sector. Okay, so there is more to go yet. Down here we've got passengers require transport to a sector jump away. Oh, I'm only in sector 3 at the moment apparently. Okay, I've got loads of time left. I think I'm probably not going to actually finish this run tonight because it's going to be bedtime quite soon. But I think it's only going to be a couple of jumps. I'm not going to need to do this. This isn't going to take very long. Why are they offering double money? Probably because the anomaly is getting quite close. There's nothing difficult in there, so let's take that. And that. Eradicate armored thugs. Nearby stars in the sector. I'm not doing anything else in this sector. I don't think I've got time. Otherwise, I would totally go for that one. Rescue civilians from Rexia. I can't do anything else in this sector. I haven't got time. System 39. Actually, where is System 39? I could totally go to System 39 on the way out. All right, let's. Is this a shipyard? No, it isn't a shipyard. I can't add any on any extra person storage space. 58. I can't pick up that many people. I don't have room for that many people. So I probably can't do that one. Deliver cargo to another sector. 15 minutes. 2 sector jumps away. No, not doing that one. Nearby star system in this sector. System 39 again. 10 ships seems like rather 10 fighters though. That's probably doable. Another critical asteroid resources. Let's take that one. Right, that's probably enough missions, I think. Now let's load all the people on. Let's see how many people this ends up with. Whether how full my habitation deck is, because you never know. I might be able to consider squeezing a few more people on. Maybe do one of those evacuation starship rescue missions. Dunk, 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 dunk. Ooh, they're ripping through the food at quite a rate. Maybe I better buy some food while I'm here as well. Oh no, I've still got 24 boxes of food, so I'll buy another one of those anyway. 131 people. Yeah, I'm hoping they're not going to be in the ship for very long, so the life support won't have to keep up for very long. Precious metal. Let's sell the precious metals. There we go. Right, so I've got 100. Okay, so I've got room for about 20. No, yeah, 27 more people. 20 civilians, 1 sector jump away. Okay, what about the rest? And that's 161,000, or 200,000 for 24 civilians. I could take that one. Yeah, okay, let's take that one. That's the best. That's the most money for the amount of space I've got left on my ship, basically. So you're getting more. I'm getting more money for transporting people around than I am for rescuing them, which seems a little mean, but oh well. I'm just going to be a little bit mercenary about it all, and do what I have to. Yeah, CO2. Oh no, that's O2. That's all right. CO2 hasn't started to build up yet. Right, let's go. So sector map, go to there next sector, and FTL, prepare to jump. What's interesting is that it was saying there were hostiles in sector 30 in system 39, but according to the map, there aren't any hostiles in System 39. There are other missions that would require me to go there. So those are obviously not. It's obviously populating the places when you accept the mission, which is I mean, it makes sense from a gameplay point of view, I suppose, but it also feels a little artificial. It'd be nice if all of the missions were sort of if it populated all of the missions initially and put all of the bad guys in all the appropriate places. And then you could either go in and just fight them for fun, or if you could find the mission that required you to fight them, then it would make sense to go in and get them. O2 is dropping a bit, you're quite right. I'll try and unload them as quickly as I can. How can O2 be dropping with CO2 not increasing? That's what I want to know. How is the atmosphere? Atmosphere is still in the green though. We're still good for atmosphere, even if the actual amount of O2 in the ship is going down alarmingly quickly, and for some reason the amount of CO2 isn't going up. Oh, it's probably because the O2 in this tank is going down. There's like 3,000 oxygen in this tank, so it's fine. Um, but let's get rid of them as quickly as we can. Oh, next sector. Forgot about that. FTL, better jump. This is a silly shape ship. Ah well. Boost, 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 boost. There we go. Jump to next sector. How much data? I've got 582 data, so I'm more than halfway. But I am tending to stay a reasonable distance ahead of the anomaly, so I guess I'm not getting as much data in as I would hope. Yeah, these are closed because I'm too far ahead of it at the moment. That's slightly disappointing. And I guess if you really, really want to go for that one, then you just have to really desperately skim the edge of the anomaly and jump back and forth a bit to allow it to keep up with you. Oh, they're all going to different star systems, different sectors. That's very unhelpful. Okay, so sector map. I've got one sector going here. As all the mining goes on over here. Down here for more drop-offs. So we go to this one. I could jump to here, deal with these hostiles, then to here to this colony, then to here for this one, and then up here probably for all the asteroid mining. That seems manageable. So let's go here first. I just need to keep jumping basically. I don't think you don't get oxygen from sewage. You get water and compost from sewage, and you get CO2. You get oxygen from CO2. You can also make oxygen from water as well if you want. So basically, people turn food into sewage and O2 into CO2, and you can turn the CO2 directly back into O2, and the sewage you can turn into water and compost, which presumably in the future you'll be able to use to grow plants and make more food, but can't at the moment. Doomty doomty doom. This one, deliver. Okay. Passenger transport, critical asteroid resource. I'm doing that already. There probably isn't going to be enough to do all of them. Or maybe there is. Let's find out what's the worst that could happen. Why can't I do that one? 38 free cabins. Fair enough. Sure. Let's just take all of the asteroid resource ones, just because why not? I'm already going there, so let's do that one. Already going there. 48 crew on board. Ship is moving. Okay, it's going to be tricky, but we'll do that anyway. There's pirate gangs scattered all over the place. I think I won't ask for extra enemies to fight. Don't care. Let's just take all of these and see how far we get. So now I thought, right from here, look at that, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to jump over to here, take on these hostiles, because I can't jump straight to there or to there. Oh, I could jump straight to there, but that's less fun. Let's go in there and take on these hostiles and see what happens. Worst case, I'll try and run. Well, worst case, I get game over, but you know, I'll try to survive. This is going to be interesting. The combat, yeah, the combat I've done so far has been a bit. I feel it's been a little bit limited and not quite. Well, it's just the so. Align properly, please. So far, the combat I've done has just been go in and spank some fighters, and that was kind of trivial, really, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we'll see how I do with something that's a little bit more challenging over here, or potentially a little bit more challenging over here. Unless they've taken the meteor showers as well. Oh no. Well, that's going to be even more fun, isn't it? Then what we've got, and we've got one, two, three. We've got a big fighter, and we've got three missile ship droppers. I'm not sure I really want to take all these guys on, to be quite honest with you. I think they might be going to out everything me. Am I building up CO2? I don't see a CO2 indicator across the top of the screen. I think I'm all right for that at the moment. I'm currently dealing with it sufficiently quickly. I think what with everything that's going on here, I'm just going to get out of here and carry on to here and unload my passengers because it's a bit too scary. Oh, okay. Maybe the CO2 is just it's being dealt with just about quickly enough. We're still on cooldown from that, and there is an asteroid heading right for me. Yes, it is. Um, oh no, it missed. Phew. Oh, blimey, what was that? Some ship over there is doing some sort of fire spray thing. Prepare to jump. Are my guns all hot? Probably. Weapons are hot, yes, and they will still fire if. Ow. Ooh. All right, let's just get out of here. Too much stuff. I'm scared. Also, I'm far too zoomed out. There we go. Yeah, that was too many enemies. For I don't feel like my ship is sufficiently armored and ready to deal with that quantity of bad guys. Something if a load, almost any number of fighters, sure. A couple of fighter launchers, perhaps, sure. But three fighter launchers and a parsnip and a pear tree. No, three fighter launchers and a fighter as well. Just seemed like a little bit too much. This is going somewhere where I'm already going. I'm just accepting all of these because I want to see what happens if I have too many for the amount of tellurium I dig up. So now we can then say sector map. Let's go here. Drop everything off. Actually, how's my supplies of everything? Food and fuel and that sort of thing. Fuel is 25. Okay, we're doing all right. And yeah, FTL charge. Let's keep all of these at 25 because that's a round number that I can remember. Except railgun slugs are significantly higher, apparently. Compost. Let's sell the compost. We don't need all that sort of. We don't need all that poo. Get rid of that. Scrap metal. No, we should cook that. Space logistics around crew. Right, there we go. Do that. And oh yeah, and that means I need to wait for the ship to come in. Ship, please. There it is. Unload, unload, unload. In fact, while that's working, let's just point the ship in the right direction. That's interesting. It tells you how much you've not actually paid for or acquired yet. So how bad it would be if you left at this point, and whether I'd gain a free shuttle out of it and that sort of thing. So we're getting still 0.1 data per second. It's not very good, really, is it? But oh well. Right. So drop off contracts. Deliver. 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 There's more of these critical asteroid resources. 85 grand for taking out some fighters. Passenger transport requested. Critical asteroid resources. Rescue civilians from wreck ship. Neutralize pirate gang. I don't know. System 53. All right. 53. Oh no, I want to go in there and do the asteroid mining within a certain amount of peace. So we'll leave that one. Let's just unload all of these people here. What do you mean resource sharing? Do you mean between ships? Oh, yeah, we filled up with rather a lot of sewage while all those people were on board. Gross. Yeah, transporting stuff between ships is going to be interesting. I mean, I sort of feel that if you want to transfer anything between them, you should have to dock the two ships together, and then you have some sort of interface that tells you what you want, what you tell it what you want it to do, and so on, and the stuff will get transported across. That feels like the sensible way to do it. The other possibility is that you could do it in system and have a shuttle come across and pick it up. And I suppose as things are at the moment, you could just turn up in system, sell the stuff you want to move across, and then buy it again with the other ship. But that feels kind of like cheating, and like things should be charged for it. So yeah, I think you should have to make your ships dock together, basically. Oh yeah, I could actually buy some. I could actually buy some ships at this point, like a spindle ship. Cover it in railguns or something. And I've easily got the money for this, 2 million now. But I don't know. I feel like I want to buy or make a new sort of oh, drone ports. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for transferring stuff. Yeah. I feel like I want to make a ship that is going to be actually competent at combat, but I don't know. Haven't done that yet. Next sector. Go. Yeah, that'd be quite nice. Having oh yeah, if you could yes, you could connect pipes through the docking ports as well. So you could have one ship that it produces enormous quantities of fuel from whatever resource it is you collect in order to do that, and it fills up tanks on board itself, and then you pull up against another ship, and it pumps it all across from tanks on one into tanks in the other. That'd be really cool, rather than having to transfer it all into these little barrels and send them across by hand. Yeah, that'd be really neat. I suppose it depends on what sort of size of fleet you're going to generate. Because if you're going to have, if your fleet is going to be 3 ships, then it's probably fine. If your fleet is going to be 20 ships, then it's going to be really frustrating. But that said, 20 ships on the tactical screen could be very interesting. Trying to coordinate all of them to provide to attack similar numbers of enemies simultaneously. That seems a little bit daunting, to be honest. Although multi-ship combat would be incredibly interesting, but I think it'd be very hard to make it playable with large numbers. You'd almost need it to be the game multiplayer at that point, so you have different people controlling different ships. Right, let's do the contracts that were for. Oh, I thought there were loads of contracts for delivery. They must have all been. Yeah, there's a rescue here somewhere as well. Oh, there's the rescue. Okay. Twitch is Magister. The chat is happening on both Twitch and YouTube, I'm afraid, which makes it a little bit more confusing. And for so, but usually Twitch is the busier one. But today I've got one particular person on. Oh, it's in the wrong place again. One particular person on YouTube who's being very sociable. So yeah, I'm afraid there's a lot of messages happening on the other side. um, Yeah, it's not ideal. I probably shouldn't be streaming to both really, but I feel like I've got different people prefer um, different systems, so it feels better to be streaming to both because that way there's a larger I can get a larger number of my fans watching basically, I guess. Okay, so if we head this way, at least there aren't any meteorites around here. If I can get down here, then I can get in front of that spaceship. Eventually the docking port could be fitted. Guy's heading up there within a box. No, please don't be sorry. Having someone as chatty as you, especially with sort of on topic and relevant stuff and interesting stuff, is very much appreciated. Let's go this way a bit more because I am very impatient and it's going to take forever for this stranded ship to make its way over here. And I'm sure all the people on it will be most appreciative of being rescued sooner rather than later. And at the very least, even if I don't manage to save any time, it's a little bit more interesting watching the spaceship fly around rather than watching it just sitting there, waiting for the other one to come over and meet it. No, do go this way, please. Thank you. I think I'm going to be a bit too close. Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit too close to dock. It's because the center of gravity or the center of the ship is in a slightly odd place because I've got this bit sticking out to the side. So it isn't actually, no, it isn't in a slightly odd place. It's still slap bang in the middle of the real part of the ship, but it looks wrong. Okay, so if I carry on in this direction, this will pull us apart gradually. I need a little bit more speed because that ship is getting away from me. I wonder if you can buy additional docking ports, because I kind of feel like I need to have one on either side, or maybe I should just leave that one on that side. But then, if I leave it on that side, then the next stranded ship I come across is going to have the docking port on the other side, on its port side. So I'll need to have mine on the starboard side again. So just know it's not going to be easy. Right. Okay. That's not quite the right speed, but it's about the right direction. So I can now pull a bit closer, try and match speed, and then use the thrusters to actually dock. Ooh, too much. Too much. Ah, slow down lots. Okay, that's letting it catch up a little bit. A little bit more speed, a little bit of thruster. There we go. I think I've matched speed quite nicely now. So let's just try and cruise in on the thrusters. Ooh. Get in the right place. You might be... Yeah, but there isn't one on this ship. The only ship that has a docking port is my ship. Oh, I got the wrong spin. There we go. Okay, that's spot on. Okay, their ship is still going... Okay, we are linked now, so we've actually clipped the two ships together. Good. So now we can see all the people pouring off it. It's a shame you don't get all the resources left on the ship in order to... yeah, shame you don't get all the resources remaining on the derelict ship in order to say thank you for rescuing them. But oh well. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know whether you're docking to a docking port or not at this point. You can't see one on the graphics of the ship anyway. Is what I'm saying. Right. Okay, that's done. Undock. Now we want to head over here. And there's no meteors to worry about this time, so we can just head over here this way and start the mining. Let the mining commence, and we'll just sort of fly around the edge and blast them all with the mining lasers. And then bot frenzy. Bot frenzy. Let's do this a little bit quicker. Oop, the bot's already going out to collect from over there. Fire enough. Right, here we go. Pew pew pew. Looks brilliant at that sort of speed. So how's the power consumption coping at the moment? Yeah, I mean the battery is still absolutely full. I've got far more power than I need for anything I've been doing so far. That's great. How do I press that button? Pummel the rock. Pummel the rock. That's it. Oh, that's the lot. Normal speed. And go to here, I guess. And from here, I should be able to get certainly these three. What's my... Yeah, easily those three. Oh, and if I rotate that way a little bit... And stop, please. Thank you. There we go. Yes, I've got all of those asteroids now. And then I can, once we've pummeled them to death with the lasers, I can then flip round and get this with this one as well. There's a lot of stuff here. So I suspect there's so much stuff here. There's so much loot in these. There's so much tilium in these asteroids because I accepted so many missions. So rather than, I think when you accept a mission, it spawns in that much tilium in the place. So actually, I should have just been accepting all of them, and I've just got even more and more and more the more of them I've done, which is a little bit, again, a little bit silly from a gameplay point of view. I feel like there should be a set amount of resources in all of the places around the system, and then you you get various different missions that are asking you to go out and get amounts of the resource. So the only way you could, as it is, the only way I could possibly fail on these missions is by smelting a load of this into tellurium ingots, or by not going there. You're guaranteed not to run out of telium that's available in the asteroids, which I don't know. I feel like there should be the market should be slightly different. I guess. I'm not sure. But then I've also thought that it'd be quite nice to be able to have sort of a bit more variety between the star systems and what sort of resources are available in them. So maybe you'd have you come across a farming planet that's selling off food incredibly cheaply, but will pay a lot of money for, I don't know, machine parts or something like that. And then you could come to it somewhere else that's is an industrial planet that's the other way around, that needs food but will sell you metals or something very, very cheaply. But I suppose that's getting on for a sort of full-on elite style economy, which is a little bit different. I haven't noticed any punishment for failing a mission. As far as I can tell, I don't even know if it disappears from your list of things that need to be done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's penalties for it or not. Let's spin the ship. Oh, let's spin the ship round a bit and try and mine this patch first because it's nearer. Then I can fly up there with the and the bots won't have to fly quite as far. Yeah, yes, I'm pretty sure that the Tilium is all fungible, so it doesn't matter which particular place you go to. But the fact that there's so much more available in this system than feels like it makes sense seems a little bit odd. Think perhaps you could do that patch? Oh, there we go. Let's try and get a little bit closer. Oh, does your rank go down when you fail a mission? That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, so I mean, my humanitarian level should go down quite a lot because I accidentally killed all those passengers earlier because I ran out of oxygen. That does make a lot of sense. So yeah, I can see that being a sensible way to do it. Did I get? Is there still a bit? Oh, there's still a bit up there. Another 3 in that one. So how is the power doing? Yeah, once again the power is absolutely fine. Oh no, don't be refining Tilium. Refine the scrap metal. Oh no, I've made a load of refined Tilium. Oops, that was not supposed to happen. Oh dear. I hope that's not too much. There does seem to be quite a lot of Tilium here, but I do also have quite a lot of in all of these missions between them. Like lots of 200s, and I've got about 1,000. So we shall see. Yes, the only way you can fail is to do exactly what I just did. There is still quite a lot left here. Yeah, and there's there's like 300-400 in this meteorite alone, and there's quite a bit left in the other one that I haven't sort of attacked yet, that I haven't fully harvested yet. I think. Yeah, all of this loose stuff out here is going to be a decent amount of Tilium. And I don't know how much each of these squares actually is. I do notice that when the bots drop it off, it tends to be 6s and 7s and 3s and 3. Yeah, so each piece seems to be a sort of a semi-random amount of it, I think. Which kind of makes sense. The lasers zap it, a chunk comes off, and the bot goes out and gets the chunk, and you then retrieve the chunk, whatever size that chunk happens to be. So, yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. Pew 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 pew. Oh, and they're collecting from all the way out here as well. Wow. Oh, and there's hundreds more out here. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of Tilium, I think. I can't see us running out. I No, I need more mining lasers. The drones are faster than the lasers, which is why they've been going off and collecting from over here. I possibly need more drone bays. Well, no, the crew are keeping up just about. I think the drones are keeping up with the rate I'm producing the Tilium at. So I don't think I do need more drones. I need more mining lasers if I want to speed these things up. Go here. No, go here. Oh, and there's another 2 as well. I wonder if they're the same material. Yes, that one's Tilium. Normally, so far, there's tended to be a precious ore one as well. So there's been a precious ore one in amongst the Tilium. No, it's all Tilium. We're going to make a lot of Tilium. Yeah, there's not much chance of being short of it. I don't think. Yeah, as long as I park reasonably close to the asteroid like this, the bots are significantly quicker than the lasers. So you'll see the bots will probably fly off, and I'd say harvest anything from down here, but it's all been picked up. Yeah, it's the old Factorio problem. You find you don't have enough. You're always just making more stuff, and almost for the sake of it. But yeah, you run out of one resource, so you go off and get more of that, and then you discover you've got another resource you're short of. I've just parked inside that asteroid. That was not what I meant to do. Uh, let's drift downwards a little bit on the thrusters, so that lasers can actually get at what they're supposed to be doing there. What's my mining laser? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do need to do a bit more pulling away from the asteroid. So this is the problem with parking inside an asteroid. Your lasers just can't even. It's a good thing the game does pause when you're in a system, because this is taking a very long time to do all of this mining. If the anomaly was still growing, then I'd be in a lot of trouble. Maybe the idea is supposed to, yeah, because your food goes down a lot faster when you've got FTL running as well. So it could be that it's supposed to imply that it takes a long time to fly between these star systems. So even though it seems like I'm here for a long time, it's actually, compared to the amount of time it takes to fly between star systems, it's almost nothing. That makes a certain amount of sense. More storage, I suppose. Yeah. Um, um, yeah. There's generic cargo storage. There's quite a bit of generic cargo storage available around here, but yeah, you're quite right. It can't hurt to put in a bit more. Um, let's just make it generic, because otherwise, if I make this, no, missed any cargo. If let's put the spacesuit somewhere else while we're just waiting for things to happen. Let's put the spacesuits in this room down here, and then we can make all of this generic cargo as well. There we go. Oh, that's just got them to all move the spacesuits around. Oh well, never mind. Why are... No, suit on is not a thing. I don't know why there seems to be people wearing spacesuits. Maybe they're just overlapping a bit, and it was actually... Yeah, these people are wearing suits. O2 is still happy. There's no CO2. I don't know. We are running a bit short on food, though. I suppose it's because we've been sat for ages in this asteroid field with a lot of people on the ship. Because I rescued them. I should have rescued them after I did all the mining. Let them use their own ships, uh, fuel and food and water and air supplies. That seems a little mean, though, I have to admit. Right, so at this range, the drones aren't quite keeping up with the lasers. Why has it stopped? Is that now out of? Is that out of range now? No. Why has it stopped? Oh no! Don't tell me I've run out of fuel. Oh no! I guess that's the end of this game then, because if you run out of fuel, you are completely screwed. So I think. So yes. Thank you everyone for watching. Oh dear. Right, I should have bought a lot more. There isn't a trading area here, so I can't buy more fuel. I think this means I'm completely stuffed, because you can't do an FTL jump without energy to charge up the FTL drive, and without fuel to point the ship and to produce the energy to point the ship in the right direction. So unless anyone has any clever ideas, I think this is going to be the end of the stream, which is probably a good thing anyway, because it is about my bedtime. That's a shame, because I did have an enormous amount of tellurium, but I guess that, yeah, running all these mining lasers for so long has just ripped through all of my fuel. So that's a bit upsetting. Oh well, it was a good run until it wasn't. I guess what's the answer to this? I suppose, I mean, the obvious answer would be to have some emergency fuels that you have that they're not allowed to use, but you can't do that yet. So I think the way to do that would be to have another one of these tanks somewhere, maybe out over here, that isn't linked into the pipes. You pump it full of fuel initially. Oh, I could use debug and spawn some in. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I'll do that. But I think for now it's probably a good point to end the stream anyway, because it is 20 past 11, and therefore after my bedtime. But the not cheaty way of doing it in the future would be to have another fuel tank off to the side with a pipe that links up to it. You fill it full of fuel, then you cut that pipe off, and then when you go, oh no, I've run out of fuel, you turn all of your mining lasers off, dump the fuel back from that one into the engines and reactors and things, and use that to get you off to somewhere where you can buy some more fuel. So, that's been good fun. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. It's been I feel like the game has got a bit more interesting now. The combat certainly has a little bit more variety in it, because I wasn't just seeing those fighter launchers. I want to do more combat now. Actually, perhaps spend a bit more time playing with combat because this ship wasn't really designed for it. It didn't go particularly brilliantly when I gave it a shot. So I think making one that's a bit more combat orientated would be quite nice. Would be good fun. Um, whether how I'm going to make money with that though, I'm not quite sure. I might have to be using the hyperspace sensors to get a little bit of cash in, because doing combat doesn't seem to be all that lucrative financially speaking. So whereas doing the mining does seem to be very, 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 very lucrative. So I think that's probably going to, or maybe the answer is you start off with a mining ship and then you upgrade it into a bit more of a combat focused ship when you've got a bit more money. Yeah, I could carry on from this point, or I could start again. I don't know, but well, I'll save the game for now. Um, and yeah, we'll and maybe resume it next time. I'll have a think about it. I also kind of want to play some Dyson Sphere program as well, so there's a bit of a dilemma over what game to play next. And I think I've been sort of promising that I will play Dyson Sphere program at some point for quite a long time. So I sort of feel like maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. But it's there's a choice in there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again for the next everything's. I don't know if I'm going to produce another Last Starship video for the weekend, because I don't know. I'm not really sure how best to summarize these playthroughs into a video. But I'll have a bit of a think about it and see what comes to mind. As ever, thank you for watching. There'll be a Factorio Space Exploration and Crastorio 2 catch-up video at the weekend for anyone who missed the stream on Monday, and another stream on Monday, of course, next Monday for us to carry on with from where we got to. And we did quite well last week, so I think we've made a very good start on it. And let's see, there won't be any other videos this week because I haven't had time to make them, but hopefully I'll have some time over the weekend, and we'll have some more stuff next week. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.